Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. I am joined today by the uber-talented Mrs. Deborah Balford.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How the devil are you?
I'm so good because your Miller Flory is so... I mean, I just said to you, oh my gosh, did you do this? Of course she did it. She's a genius. Miller Flory, Miller Flory, Miller Flory. You don't need to know anything else. I don't care if you don't know how to spell it, neither do we. Miller Flory is here for you. It's here for you today, and so are these sexy little beauties. Look at this strand. Ooh la la, darlings. It's a bit special. I love them. I love these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I just know I need them. We have got some incredible... I mean, just look. They're so cool. They're so fantastic. Laura Binding would want these, won't she? Now, we have got some Tanzanite for you today. We have got deals coming out of our armpits for you today. Not literally, because that would be horrid. We've got pearls. We've got star buys today. We have got deal upon deal upon deal. But the key word is most certainly Miller Flory today. If you're thinking to yourself, Jenny, what is that word you've just made up? I didn't make it up. It is, I think it's a Japanese word, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
Have a look. Have a look. This is so amazing. We've got bundles inspired for you by the Miller Flory DVD put together by the uber-talented Debbie Balford, Lady B I like to call her. Look at this, it's all about Miller Flory today. Wow. Oh my word, something so different for your collections, and it is going to happen today, so stay tuned. In the meantime, if you have any questions for Debbie, please don't forget or hesitate to give us a text 60777GM studio followed by your message. You can tweet us, we are at jewellery_maker, or you can click to like our Facebook page and get interactive that way. It's studio@jewellerymaker.com if you want to send us anything, including your comments on today's show, suggestions, or of course your Wall of Fame entries. Now, and without further ado, we are going to give you an incredible early bird. We're talking to you about rose gold. This is brand new, by the way, only just come into the building. Well, it came in last night, and it wasn't even enabled until about 3 minutes ago. That's how new these are. So we didn't think we'd be able to get them, but we have, and we're so glad. We have got for you rose gold, sterling silver, post and butterfly backs with the hoop. So you do get the butterfly backs with these. And I talk to you of 10 pairs. Now, one pair if you were to go to a jeweller's, or if you were to go to have your ears pierced, or if you've just taken your daughter to have her ears pierced, you'll know they're about 20 quid a pair. Isn't that madness? I'm going to give you 10 pairs. They have the ball, that lovely ball, so they're not too big. You know when you first get your ear pierced, you have to have those great big thick ones, because that's all that seems to be available. These are much prettier, I think, so they're more delicate. So I think for little girls, these would be wonderful. My daughter hasn't got her ears pierced, but most of her friends have. She's too much of a wimp, I think, because I said not until you're 11, and then by the time she got to 11, she said, I think it might hurt, I won't bother. Now, but if you have got little girls that have their ears pierced, these are perfect. Now, you see there's a loop on these. You don't have to use that. You can snip it off if you want, but it's very substantial, and it will accommodate a nice gemstone. I always think these are going to look fabulous with your gems of distinction gemstones, just a little pear drop, and the way it sort of moves when it's got a post, it's different, Debbie, isn't it? The way the movement.
It does, it swings, doesn't it? It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
But these are very good if people like to, I know, stick them into polymer clay, you think, well, they're rose gold, but if you use some black clay and just do some discs and push them through, put the butterfly back on and turn the post so it's nice and neat underneath, and then do that with 2 different beads, and then the 2 rings you link with a jump ring. So you can make bracelets linked with your rose gold. So if you've got loads and loads of posts at home, it's a good way of using them. But they are absolutely beautiful. They hang perfectly below the ear, don't they?
They really do. What about,
gorgeous.
Debbie, if I wanted some stud type earring? You know the 80s ones that have come back in, the very Dallas ones, big rounds of earrings that you can just put with a butterfly back. I could just push these into the back of a nice disc of polymer clay.
You could do, but what a shame to hide the rose gold.
Well, you say that, but then,
yes, you can.
then so many people want precious metal findings and nothing else. You see,
they do. That's very true. That's very true. But yes, you could. You could. Yes.
But for me, I think if I had a stunning rose quartz briolette cut, can you imagine
beautiful.
that? That's how I would do it.
Yeah,
I would. I think I'm definitely with the train of thought that these need to be going with your gems of distinction. 10 pairs coming to you, an early bird price tag that is going to be pretty mind-blowing this morning. Sterling silver, rose gold, precious metal elements, very, very rich looking, much more expensive looking perhaps, I think, and going to you at a wonderful price tag. One of two ways in which you can come and grab these on those phone lines. It's free if you're dialing from a UK landline, 806 444 655, or get webby with us, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. BFG P68 is your item code if you're shopping on YouTube. BFG P68. All of these for just... That's under £1 a pair. Can you believe the mind-blowing value that you are getting? Unbelievable value. Of course, these are winging their way out to you. Like I said, I saw a pair for £20 when I was looking. So I've been having a little scoop because I do think maybe Mia wants her ears pierced for Christmas. Although maybe she's going to just cry at the thought of that. And she is a big, big wimp. Wobbly tooth, tears. But, you know, Debbie, this is a great deal. Under £10.
It is a very good deal. Very good deal. I remember thinking last summer, rose gold's going to go out, but you know, it's still in those jewellery shops
strong.
And it's still at the front of the window. And I think it's because everybody's still into this vintage look. They want something to hand down. And that looks like it's been in the family a while, and I'm going to hand it down to somebody. It's just timeless, I think.
I agree with you, and whilst the big designers continue to reach for this vintage feel in their designs, I do believe that that fashion is going to stay with us for at least another year, maybe two. You think about how it started with the shabby chic, we've then advanced into steampunk, and we're seeing new steampunk techniques coming out left, right and centre. This is not stale yet, it's still running, it's still going strong. Think about that vintage look. Lots of you multi-buying for this, don't get caught short. Maybe if there are other fellow jewellery makers multi-buying, there's certainly a reason for it. It's great value, isn't it? Great deal, and you definitely don't want to miss out on this one. Just think about the fact that you are Eve. Can you imagine? Absolutely incredible. BFG P68. There is a small queue forming on the phone lines. Please bear with it. It is free phone. You've got to check baskets out if you've got this, because if you don't, you're in a competition with those on the phone lines. We're very, very busy this morning for this deal. Lots of you have been asking for rose gold post and butterfly backs, and it's the first time I've seen them in a long time, I've got to say, and at £1 a pair, I think the value is beyond phenomenal. Go and have a little bit of a research. Go and shop around. How much are you seeing these findings? Can you even find these findings? Do you know what? I can't guarantee stock of these. You've got to be really, really quick. I don't want you missing out. I don't want you missing out on the opportunity to create lots of wonderful gifts. Imagine your craft store boasting sterling silver and 9-carat rose gold. It really is a wonderful deal indeed. I'm going to keep you updated on stock for those. Right now, approaching 50% of our stock is already gone, and we have an early bird stock which is supposed to stretch all the way for the whole 4 hours. I don't know if it's going to happen. Now, what do I do with the bag for those? For those? That's how everyone talks in this building. What did she say today to us? Daisy? Daisy? I liked it when you said that, Daisy. No, I love it. Don't you change. Don't go changing to try to please me. Never let me. I can't remember the rest of the words. I love you just the way you are, Kirsty. When you say Daisy, Daisy. Imagine if she had a daughter called Daisy. I'd love it. I'd love it. Right. Should we challenge you, Debbie? You look far too relaxed over there.
Yes, please.
Far, 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 far too relaxed. Okay. Now, I'm going to give to you. Now, these are very Debbie Balford. Very Debbie Balford. These colours, I've got a sneaky suspicion that Lady DB may have requested these because they are so Debbie Balford.
Might have done, yes.
Might have done. A true lady never reveals.
No, no, no.
Look at the colours. Now, these are just wonderfully rustic. And I'm thinking about chunky knit jumpers. I'm thinking about slippers. I'm thinking about the fire going. I'm thinking about eating lots of cheese. You know, it's making me think of winter and coziness. That's what it's making me think of. Going out, stamping our feet to keep ourselves warm, chunky, gorgeous pieces of jewellery whilst we're Christmas shopping, whilst we're out. And you know, when you go Christmas shopping, you kind of want to just make yourself look all Christmassy and wintry, and you want to wear jewellery over the top of those chunky knits. You want to wear jewellery over the top of those chunky gloves. And if you had a nice pair of white mohair gloves on and this was a stretchy, how lovely would that be?
Oh yeah, that'd be lovely.
They wouldn't stay white for long if they were on my hands.
No.
But how lovely would it be for the 5 minutes I was wearing them? You've a huge carat weight on here, and I actually think that rings would look wonderful. And I've seen a lot of leather gloves with rings over the top.
Have you?
Yes. I've seen it in a lot of the models. It's like, I was watching a photo shoot the other day. We went to where you're going, London Borough.
Yeah.
And outside the church, there was a girl with the full gloves on, and she had one of the Russian muffs on.
Oh yeah.
And she had a long coat. She was like that, and she had rings all over her leather gloves. And I thought, that's going to happen, isn't it? And I've seen it in the big, thick, glossy magazines. Leather gloves with rings over. Very Nicole shirt swinger. Very Nicole. What's her name? That's it. Shirt swinger. Have a look at these colours, though. You've got the dove greys. You've got those beautiful burnt oranges. You have also got the apricots. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Oh, by the way, that's not all you're getting. Look at the size of these. They go all the way up to 24. I was sorry, I was just looking at them thinking about that ring and thinking, gold, Jenny. You want to do it in gold. And then I forgot that I wasn't talking to you. I'm ever so sorry. Do you ever get like that when you look at a strand and you go, oh, and you take a minute? I was in a gemstone state of mind. I'm ever so sorry. Now, we've also got the ovals, and actually, if you want perfection, because the nuggets are going to give you that rough edge. The nuggets are what remind me of the burning coals and the log fires. They've got the texture, they've got that rustic look. Now the ovals are neater and tidier, and they're ever so glossy. They're going to look wonderful in earrings. They're going to look wonderful as asymmetrics. I quite like the idea of these as petals as well. Look at all of these lovely colours though, and look at the striping. You just don't get it with plastic, do you? You get this wonderful formation of the agate, and I really enjoy Botswana agate because when I'm working with it, I enjoy the fact that we've got all these lovely, lovely colours, but I love to see the way that the gemstone is formed. And I think you really appreciate that you're working with genuine gemstones, don't you, when you look at that? I don't know if you get the same, I know I do. And then something that is so Lady B, we had to put, sometimes we like to challenge our designers. Today we're going to give something to Debbie that I don't think will challenge her too much. I think it will just get her creative juices flowing. I think she's going to find this one nice and easy. I think she's going to be grabbing hold of this and running. That Smoky Quartz, well, those are 12 mil. Now, the reason I love these Smoky Quartz, and I'm going to show you, is because not only because they're Smoky Quartz, I mean, they go with everything, don't they? Smoky Quartz is never going to be offensive, and it's never too harsh a contrast between one gemstone colour and another, because sometimes black next to something else is too striking, too bold. So you want something a bit smoky, a little bit calmer, a little bit more classic, then this is what you're going to go for. Now, what I like about these, and what I think you're going to enjoy about these, is the edges. Can you see the thickness of the edges? Because if you are thinking about doing your geometric beading, if you are thinking about doing your soutache, or if you're thinking about running cord around gemstones, then I do think, or suede perhaps, I do think you need that edge. And we don't have many, not enough if I'm honest, not enough gemstones that offer that nice thick edge to them. And you know what, if you were lucky enough to get Laura Binding's Cuff and Bangor DVD yesterday, which by the way is incredible, you'll know that Laura Binding loves to have those edges too, because you can run your wire against them and you can make a very easy, very beautiful cuff bracelet because of that edge. And without it, your wire wouldn't sit right. So it's perfect for that, absolutely perfect. So Debbie, I'm going to give you a trio of gorgeousness, NFG C36 2 strands of Botswana agate, big carat weight. Those large nuggets are 615 on their own. I'll give them a count for you because I know that means more to you than the actual number of the carat weight. 220 carats of your Smoky quartz puffy coins. Those are 12 mil, and then you've got your ovals. Those are 16 by 12. I'm just going to quickly count those big nuggets for you because these could be rings, they could be couplings. You might want to be making pairs of things. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 on my strand. You should get there or thereabouts. Always the same carat weight, usually roughly the same. Now, that should give you, because I know if I buy something and I'm thinking, I want to make pairs of things, I need to know how many are on the strand. So I'm hoping that that's what I've done for you. Botswana Bonanza NFG C36. As always, there's 1 or 2 ways in which you can come grab these on the phones. 0800 644 655. Don't forget, it is free phone. And you've got the website, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. This trio for just £18.95 now. Botswana agates that are this huge. I think at this price tag, with 31 on the one strand, don't you think there are possibilities for making a profit already? Smoky quartz, generally about £12 on its own when we launch it. And then you've got those beautiful ovals of Botswana agate. Gorgeous. Now, Mrs. Lady, in fact, DB. Lady B, any early thoughts, darling?
Well, I love the chunky nuggets, the big ones. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Those with a lovely smoky grey pair of trousers and a winter white top, just stunning.
Well, there's whites. You know, the one giant slip. Sorry, I moved my hand then. I'm ever so sorry, Cassie. The giant slipper. You know that you just put both feet in, one slipper, woolly. That is my idea of heaven. Heaven. I don't know if they still do them. They should. I'm pretty sure they do, and they heat up, don't they? I remember my gran had one, but she refused to put her feet in it because it was too low down to the ground. She was a short person, my granny. £18.95. Let us know your winter stories. Let us know, do you have a Christmas craft fair coming up? Maybe we can do something to give everyone the heads up that it's on, it's happening. 60777 James Studio, followed by your message, is the way to get the word out for your Christmas fairs. Now, we're going to give you our first star buy of the day. Hey, get us doing star buys. We're doing a star buy. Now, that's right, y'all. We're doing a star buy. Now, I'm going to give you a kit, a tool kit. And this is the pink ones. I've got about 3 of these. Can I just tell you a quick story? Very, very quickly. Last night, Max for Children in Need had to take in a jar of sweets. He told me at 7 o'clock last night, I forgot I got to take a jar of sweets in. So I had to scoop out all the jam in a brand new jam jar, wash it, fill it with sweets, because we got hundreds of sweets from obviously Halloween, filled it with sweets, and then I thought, it's not pretty enough. Do you know what I did? I cut the top of an organza gift bag, put it round the jam lid, and I pulled it and it all ruched around. And I took it upstairs and he went, Mummy, that's just brilliant. And I was like, yes, because you know what they do. Organza gift bags are amazing. And we had all the ribbon out, me and Alice. I was like, what can I do that looks amazing and mumsy? Now, these are, and it reminded me, because when I went into that cupboard with all my jewellery making stuff, I thought, I've got so many toolkits. I've got so much of this. And you just use it. It doesn't, you know, even in everyday life, when your kids come to you and say, Mummy, I need this, that, the other for tomorrow morning, and it's bedtime, it's there. And do you know what, Debbie? I thank the Lord for that, because you know I am so disorganised, and the fact that I work here means that my crafty cupboard is always full. Yep. So there's always something I can reach for. There's always something you can do. It's amazing what you can do with a jam jar. Now, this is wonderful for both new customers and anybody out there who's thinking, you know what, I'm going to go out there this winter and I'm going to start doing more craft fairs, because there's more and more craft fairs happening over the winter with Christmas. But you want to do some maker tapes maybe, you want to do bespoke jewellery for people, and you want your kit for that. This is wonderful if you're introducing the kids to jewellery making. You won't get my cup of tea. Nobody's having that. Now, it is great for that as well. You know, my daughter's 13, as you know, and she's into all of this and has been for a long time. But actually, if she wasn't, if you're thinking to yourself, I think you could get kids as early as 5 and 6 to get involved. I mean, younger than that if it's just stretches, but when they're starting to use their tools. So I actually think this would be a great stocking filler if you're helping Santa out this year and you want to help Santa with a few gifts. This will be a great stocking filler. Now, I'm also going to give you your necklace board, and I'm going to give you your bracelet board as well. We're going to give you this at an incredible price tag. Now, these are invaluable. I've got about 6 or 7 of these. I think most of us jewellery makers have lots of them. The pink board, Debbie, how many have you got at home?
Oh, at least half a dozen, if not more.
Yeah.
Because it's so useful to stack them. You know, when people come to the door, you're in the middle of doing something and you think, well, what am I going to do with this? And it's going to go on the floor. And you can just stack them on top of each other. And they're fabulous for marking. If you've got regular customers who like a particular length necklace, you can always put a little mark and their initials, so you know exactly where their necklace should be.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So you can get them right every time.
So you've got the measurements in centimetres and inches. You've got your compartments for gemstones and findings. And this could not be any more helpful, I promise you. And then you've got your bracelet. So the same rules apply with your bracelet boards here. Oh, Kirsty, I love that idea. Kirsty just said, I sit and watch movies with my little girl, with Ruby Rubes, watching movies, and she said, oh, I love the idea of sitting with Ruby and just making jewellery and watching a Christmas movie. Oh, what, you're going to start with Muppet Christmas Carol followed by National Lampoons. I haven't even seen Miracle on 34th Street. I've got to see it. I know. It's all about Home Alone in my house. Now, you've got all the tools. Let me talk you through these tools, because usually, in fact, the cheapest I've seen these for, and this was near me the other day, was £3 a tool. And I actually thought, you know what? It was a shop in Hitchin. That's the best price tag I've ever seen for one tool, £3, okay? You've got 3, 6, 9, 12. About 20 pounds worth in here then, if they were £3 each. More than that, it's more than that. You know, I can't really go much past 18 on the 3 times table. Now, you have got all of your tools here. Not only that, I do mainly see these little carry cases separately, sold separately, and those can be about £3 or £4 each as well, can't they? So in here you've got your snipe nose pliers, which are great for opening and closing jump rings. They're great for nipping and tucking your bits of wire, your beading. They're just, you need these tools. Again, it's not want. You need them if you want to be able to achieve certain things. Now you've got your nippers, which obviously nip and snip wire and beading thread, elastic as well. Then you've got your round nose pliers. Now your round nose pliers will start off your loops, they'll do your eye loops for you, and they will also do your spirals if you're coiling. They're my favourite tool. I can't live without my round nose pliers. I don't know why, because there's so many other tools that do so many amazing things. The wire twister, I can't live without them. Well, I can't live without any of them. Then you've got your snips. Then you've got your tweezers, that's the word for them, your scoop, your reamer, and your little storage boxes for could be your jump rings, could be your head pins, could be a few cheeky gemstones. So on its own, your toolkit is £9.95. I'm going to give you, now you can buy this on the website right now for £9.95 if you want. Or you can buy this kit and get the two. Don't forget, you can still buy this on the website, different code for £9.95. Or you can buy the toolkit today, plus each board, which is individually £1.95 each. Remember these are £9.95 on their own. You're not going to believe this deal. Now remember this code, SMGC0806, because these, I anticipate this could sell out very easily. The deal is crazy. The value is phenomenal. You're going to get a discount price and get things for free. When does this happen? Never in a month of Sundays. SMG C06. You're getting all of this for £8 £95 on its own, the kit. You can get it right now on our website for £9.95. We're not going to charge you that today. £8.95 for the toolkit and the boards. 0800 644 655. You're buzzing mad on those phone lines. Debbie, how many kits do you have? How many toolkits do you have?
Well, I have about 10 actually.
What?
Only because of doing workshops and things, so
Yeah,
I tend
okay.
to bring them in with me. But you can bet, when I open up one of them, something's always missing. Where they go, I don't know.
I don't know.
You open it up and you think, where's that gone? So you go to another one. So
That pesky Jenny Cleary.
Probably. You always need 2 or 3, don't you? Because you can always bet that when you open up one thing, something's going to be missing, and that's the thing you want. So you need at least 2 or 3 of them, and I've got one in the car, and I keep one in my bag that I bring in here, and one in the lounge, and one in my workroom,
Good girl.
and then the rest are in a box.
If you want to go and visit, do you know what though? If you've got family coming to you and you think, I just want 5 minutes to jewellery make, but you know your little niece, she's going to be sat there going, what are you doing? That's my niece's voice. Jenny, what are you doing? And they want to do it with you, and I love it. And you sit with them and you do it, and it's so nice. It's special times together. And if you sit and I just think this is a wonderful, wonderful gift to give to somebody. £8.95. SMG C06. Ollie's just saying that his niece loves to jewellery make. And it's true when they're that little. She's only 3. We've got Leia that's 3, Amina that's 6. What's your niece's name? Oliver? What's her name? Bo. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Now, Bo, let's get them all together. Little jewellery making session. I love it because the little girls just adore it. Actually, my son likes doing macrame. He does like that. £8.95. It's cool to do macrame. SMGC06, let us know, are you getting involved with a bit of charity today? Is it all about children in need in your household? Did you have to make some children in need jewellery? Perhaps you're doing something for the school this afternoon. Let us know about it. Now, are you getting last minute requests from your kids like I do? I need a jar of sweets, or is it's Sarah from class 1's birthday tomorrow, and you're like, what? I promised her, this is what Max did to me. He promised a girl called Dixie who fancies him, and I said, if you marry Dixie, she'll be double D's because he's got a D surname. And he was like, I'm not going to marry her, mummy. Anyway, I need jewellery for Dixie and I need jewellery for Sarah. So, and he counted them and he made sure Sarah had one more than Dixie. He's trying to cause trouble there. I said, you're stirring up the wrong pot there, boy, because girls will count and they'll know. He was like, no, just make sure Sarah's got one more. So that's what we did. £8.95, this is a great deal. Please let us know how you're doing today. We do love your company. Let's do a gorgeous kit. Now, I love a bit of scale mail, I've got to say. How many of us are loving Nicole Shirtswinger's jewellery at the moment? In fact, how many of us just look at her and think, I don't ever want to be in the same room as that woman?
Yes, quite agree.
I don't ever want to be in the same room as her. Our Sarah Bennett has taken lots of photographs of herself at a charity do with her the other day, and I just thought, she is so beautiful. Someone lock her in a cupboard. She's so beautiful. Anyway, she's making us girls feel bad. She make you feel bad, girls? I bet she's a really nice person as well, just to make it worse.
Makes it really worse,
so you can't
doesn't it?
hate her. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? Oh, you're nice, and I really wanted to hate you because you're so beautiful. Have a look. Have a look.
Dear.
Now this is gorgeous because these are icicles, aren't they? I love icicles. I think they're so pretty. And you know when was it frosty this morning? Did you have to defrost your car?
I did this morning,
Now
yes.
Ryan said the same. It wasn't frosty yet in Hertfordshire, but it was around here in the Brumland. And you were all, that's what it's called, a Brum. Now, I can't wait until the time I look at the cobwebs. There's lots of cobwebs outside my house when they're frosty. Because they're so beautiful, aren't they? They're so, so pretty. Snowflakes. A perfect little snowflake. Ollie, that's lovely. Oliver just said my director Ollie said, you know, snowflakes are like fingerprints. Never two are identical. And you know when they land and you just think, oh my gosh, on your window, the detail is amazing. Obviously don't look at the detail while you're driving, but he's just saying it's like gemstones. They've got that individuality, and they have, and this is the great thing. I mean, I love all the other mediums. I love friendly plastic. I do even like glass blown beads. I've been looking at that and I think they're ever so pretty and ever so detailed, and I do love polymer clay so very much. Gemstones are different because each one has its own identity. Each one's completely unique. Each one's made by Mother Nature, and look here, here's an opportunity to make something so icy, so wonderful. And it's not just about the gemstones. I'm feeling the winter here. I want to go ice skating. You know, I'm feeling that. I wish it was like Canada where lakes froze over and we could just stick a scarf on and go skating. Don't you think that would be amazing? No. We're seeing quite a lot of outdoor ice rinks though now, aren't we, in the winters? Now, have a look. Because you've also got scale mail. Now the thing about this scale mail is that it's really shiny. And when you see what Debbie's made out of it, you're going to fall in love. Now Debbie's not going to be doing a demonstration because the demos today are going to be all on Miller Flory. And then we've got the smaller, so you get 50 of the large and you get 100 of the small. And then I'm going to give you the jump rings. The jump rings, whether you want to use them with the scales or whether you want to do chainmail with them, you've got 5 mil and you've got 100 of those in bright silver. And then you've got 100 of the 9 mil. So loads and loads and loads of jump rings. You've got all of your findings and they're sterling. So look at everything you get. It's called frosted. I like that. Here's your findings. You've got 1 meter of chain. You've got the ribbon extender chains with the ribbon ends, of course, on the end. You've even got open jump rings in here. You've got your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers, your flat donuts. You have got your nautical clasp. You have got your lobster claw clasp, eye pins, head pins, 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks. And you've got the little balls in there as well. And I guarantee Debbie didn't use all of these. There's always stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks left over. Don't forget you've got 200 jump rings, 150 scales. This is a very, very, very embellished kit. You've got lots for your money here this morning. RSG C16 if you're shopping on our YouTube. RSG C16 limited edition kit. That is frosty, fantastic. It's under £20, which is mind-blowing, isn't it? Because when you think about what you've got, we've seen kits going for such a lot higher than this price tag. You've got all those jump rings. The value here, phenomenal. Yet again, well done for tuning into us here at Jewellery Maker, where I believe we are super, super competitive. Linda was telling me the other day she was having a browse on some of the other channels. She came across one that was doing a kit, a small bracelet strand, a lobster claw clasp, and some elastic. £19.99. Woohoo!
Gosh. That's a lot, isn't it?
Well, I think we give exceptional value here at Jewellery Maker. At $19.95, you get 98 findings. You get scales. You get jump rings. And now, as I said, Debbie is going to be mainly concentrating today on Miller Flory demonstrations. So we're just going to have a gorgeous browse. But now I don't know what I'm going to pinch from her if you don't let me go over there. Is that why I'm not allowed over there? That's why I'm not allowed. That is, in fact, why. I'm being told. It's a preventative device put in place. So I just have one of those barriers. Look at that. I mean, the way you've put those gemstones in between, it's so gorgeous. And you've put gemstones in between, separating those scales. You get a lot of reflection here. I like this a lot. Again, it's making me think of ice skating, this kit. And then let's have a look. I love the bracelet. I absolutely love that. You'll see that. Oh my gosh, do you know what? This is so modern.
It is. It's very contemporary, isn't it? Very contemporary. I love it. And I do love it. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. You know the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, when they walk through into that icy, you know, Snow Queen sort of...
Yeah,
that's
into
what it reminds me
Narnia.
of. I just love it.
When she's got Edmund.
That's right. I just really enjoyed this kit, actually. I really did. With all the jump rings and what have you.
Let's wear some white faux fur.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Gorgeous. I love it. Look at that. Have you seen that bracelet with all the texture yet? I loved that. That's going to look gorgeous. I'm gonna send my winter white coat to the dry cleaners today. You've inspired me. Isn't that? I think that is just adorable. Absolutely stunning. Black polar neck with that, yeah. And those are very in at the moment, aren't they?
They are, and I've seen them in quite a few shops actually. And I saw them in a Sunday magazine. Actually, somebody was wearing quite a spiky necklace, but that, when you looked closely, it was scale mail. Yeah.
Miley Cyrus was wearing one.
Yeah.
Which might or might not attract you. Well, she was actually wearing something. She was wearing something. I don't hate her. I don't hate her. It's not her fault. She was a kid. She was a kid. Look, I don't. Anyway, whatever. Billy Ray's not going to be pleased. But then, if he wants to put his daughter in the limelight, age 4, what's he asking for? No. I remember. I love Hannah Montana. She's great. She's worked. That's a lot of work for a young child. I mean,
you don't,
you know, Monday to Friday she's filming. She's only a baby. Well, of course she's going to go mad. We won't discuss this now. Aren't these gorgeous? I love what you've done here with the gemstones. And one goes up and one goes down, look. I love it. Is that right? Yeah. My eyes aren't
I think actually it's the stand that's a bit wonky, actually.
Really?
They should still be the same.
No, I thought there's one with the gemstone at the top. Oh no, they're both with the gemstone at the top.
They're both the same.
It's the reflection. See, because I can't see in 3D either, you see. So I have to... No, I can't. I promise. I can't. I can't see dimensions like you can see them. I can see funny things because I can't see properly. And Hannah Roxbury's got it as well, and we have to really look to see if something's popping out or not. It's really funny. You know how it comes out at you 3D like.
See, I think if this was on your stand at a craft store, I think people would really be attracted because of the shine and because of the gleam. And if you get these scales home, don't forget the larger ones, not the smaller ones, the larger ones actually have a plastic coating on. So you pull that off and you get this beautiful mirror finish.
Yeah, oh, do you know, that's so important because I never realised that, Debbie, until you showed me the other day. So I'm going to open one and show everybody.
Yeah, I'm taking them all off these,
on the large ones or on the small ones?
On the large, not on the small.
Cass, could you just snip that open for me, darling, so I can show everyone? Because I never knew this. And I just used them without... Is that the coloured ones as well, or just the silver?
Just the silver, just to keep the mirror finish on the large ones.
Just so you've got that lovely gloss. Actually, that's important. Thank you, darling. Just want one. Thank you, my darling.
If you
just
push,
on the one side.
Yeah, if you push just from the tip, if you get your nail and just lift the tip of the large ones, can you do that?
Yeah. It's like when you get a watch.
That's right.
I'll do it with my tweezeroos, I think. Debbie. There you go, see? So it's got that on it, or when you get a phone.
That's right. And if you polish it a bit so you get your finger marks and things off it, they come up like a real mirror finish. A real mirror finish.
It does, wow. They are so lovely. I love those. You need those if you want that frosty look, I think. How beautifully reflective. Oh, 50% of the entire kit is gone. Please don't forget that you have got 200 jump rings. 200. You got 150 of the scales, the large and the small. You have got, these are all saw cut jump rings. I'll give you the inner dimension is 5mm and the outer is 7.4, 100 of those. And you've got inner dimension 6.7, outer of 9, 100 of those. You've got 98 findings. 90, I mean, this is just madness, isn't it? And 2 wonderful gemstone strands of clear quartz. The rounds, now listen to this, they're 5.5mm rounds. We're being very precise. And they're star cut. And then the long nuggets go all the way up to 27x6 on the largest, 11x5 on the smallest, so they're nice and substantial as well. Lots of texture, not overbearing because the colours are muted, obviously. Beautiful, very sparkly. I like this a lot. £19.95 is your price tag. If you are shopping on the YouTube channel, RSGC16 is your item code. If you're watching a repeat, RSGC16. We're going very shortly to be going over to Lady DB for our first Flory. Do some housework, darling. I tidied up my desk. She's like, I can't. Hang on. Yeah. Thanks, darling. Love you. Thank you. Now, very, very limited edition is this bundle. And our organza bags are, oh, I could have done with this. Oh, I love these. These are going to look lovely on the Christmas tree, aren't they? Isn't it lovely, lovely green? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your wedding dress was green. Was it really? Can we see that? With silver antique lace over the top. How lovely. Now you have got 10 of the silky bags. These are good for wedding, these have been good for your wedding favours then. I quite like these at Christmas time with a few sugared almonds in them. I'm a bit obsessive over sugared almonds. It comes from my gran. Now these are brilliant because if you put anything in these and give it as a gift, it just feels more special. And don't forget to package things properly, because I do feel it's very important to make sure that whatever you've created is placed in a bag. It looks worth it. It makes it look like you think it's worth it. And if you're giving that as a gift, it feels more special to receive. And also, if you're selling it, I think your customer will appreciate it more if it's packaged. I mean, can you imagine just handing it over in a paper bag? It's not half as romantic as wrapping it beautifully and making a real fuss over it. I think it is. It's all about the dressing sometimes of things. It's, you know, your dinner seems to taste nicer and look more attractive when it's laid down on a beautifully laid table, doesn't it? I just think when you know, with all our senses, everything feels nicer when it's displayed in a nice way, when it's given to you in a nice way. Now, I mean, just imagine turning up with a bottle of wine if you went to a dinner party and handing it in a plastic bag instead of you know, either giving it to them nicely or the little wine bag that we all take. You know, it's a difference. You don't want the supermarket bag, do you? That's how it feels. I mean, can you imagine receiving a gift and someone just it doesn't feel like a gift if it's not wrapped properly. Now you are also getting, oh, Kirsty's just said less than 20 left. Okay, you're working fast today. You've got the earring findings, but you've got the leaves as well, and I love that. And oh, they're sterling, so aren't they gorgeous, especially with Flory. I've seen so many incredible Flory pieces that Debbie's done, and they really will look perfect with that. You get 2 of those, and you get a pair of shepherd's hooks. I'm not done there. Do I get this as well? Gosh. This is $11.95 on its own. Oh, I love this one. Oh, look, you've got the massive gemstones in here. And do you remember I was saying about the rose gold earrings with the briolette cut rose quartz? That's the exact briolette cut I was talking about. I love these. And again, you've got them in lemon quartz. And again, you've got them in Flory. Deep, deep amethyst colours. Absolutely. Look at this. Beautiful. Just beautiful. This is the earring gift set with a deluxe gem selection. I do think you can make rings out of these as well. You've got 10 organza gift bags. You've got the 2 leaves. You've got the pair. They're not organza, are they? They're silky. They're satin. Ooh, satin. You've got, oh, hang on a minute. On the picture, you've got 2 pairs of earrings and 2. Oh, did I have 2 in the box this morning? I've lost one. Cassie. Oh, no, it's all right. They're in a different box. There they are. Oh, my gosh. So hang on a minute. I know that, so I've got 4 of those leaves. Those would look amazing on a charm bracelet. I might use those for a charm bracelet instead of putting them in the earrings. You've got, don't you think that look gorgeous? They look so professional. They're sterling silver. Now, so the gem selection on its own actually wasn't that bad priced at 11. Well, actually, I think when you see what you're getting, actually, that's a very, very, very good price tag indeed. Look at the colours, look at the glow, look at the facets. Get yourself on the phone lines, don't miss out on this one. UGC48 is your item code. The deluxe gem selection, 215 carats. That's a very, 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 very good deal that you're getting there. Extreme value at $15.95. Wouldn't you pay that for the gemstones alone? Wouldn't you pay that for the silver alone? Hang on a minute. How much do we pay for charms? Well, I know. I've seen how much we pay. £40 for a regular, well, one of the cheapest charms in the charm shop. I've got sterling silver, intricate charms, 4 of them. In that leaf design, they could be wings. They could be leaves. They could be blinking gorgeous in that bracelet you're going to design, or those earrings you're going to design. £15.95. We're down to single figures on these. You need to be quick if you want this bundle. It does look like, unfortunately, it's about to sell out. Big well done to anybody who's managed to grab theirs. It's so lovely to have your company this morning. Thank you so much for keeping interactive. Don't forget to email us. We're studio@jewellerymaker.com. Are we ready for a Miller Flory moment? I'm feeling a Miller Flory session coming on. Are you ready? Now, I'm going to give you the first one, which is a flower cane bundle, which is based on Project 1 of the Miller Flory DVD. Which number is it? Which number is it, Kirsty? Right. Debbie, I'm going to give you the basic Miller Flory bundle with the DVD, and then, so this is Project 1. This is exactly what you need for Project 1 of the Miller Flory DVD. If you're lucky enough to have Debbie Bolford's book, you will know what a genius this lady is. Now, Debbie Bolford is a published author of a polymer clay book. Are you one of the only UK authors of
No, good grief, there's loads.
Is there?
Loads, yes, yes.
Your Polymer Clay Projects book, though, is one of the best craft book. Well, it's the best craft book I've ever seen.
Oh, you're very sweet.
It really, I really do mean that, Debbie, because the pictures are amazing. It's very clear, very descriptive, and I'm sure that you put as much effort and passion into the DVD as well. I absolutely adore the fact that you can create these Japanese designs, these intricate designs, quite easily. We had yesterday a Miller Flory workshop, and,
we did.
And everybody's pieces. I came in and had a natter. We had a gossip. We had a good old gossip in there, and told everyone my secrets, and then left. But everyone was getting really involved and producing some of the most amazing Miller Flory. Now you get the DVD, which is step by step. All the colours that you need to do Project 1, I am giving you right here. You will be left with ever such a lot left over. You have got the white, the fuchsia, the blush. Debbie uses that blush loads. The purple and the black. They're all 57 grams. How many different projects, Debbie, can we expect to learn on the Miller Flory DVD?
I think there's 6 different projects. I think one runs into another. Lots of different flower designs and techniques, some completely different, but you'll be able to produce at least 6 pieces of jewellery that are all completely different.
What a wonderful opportunity for you now to go straight in there with the colours that you need, with the DVD that you need, and what an amazing gift for anybody. Even if you're not a jewellery maker, this is wonderful. Now, I used to use this as a child, and I don't know whether you remember going into that stationery store with the initials and getting your polymer clay and having a play with it. It was called something different back then, and that one is still available. This is a different variation of polymer clay, the Primo that we use. Now, ours is great because the dye doesn't come off on your fingers, and that's why I prefer this one to the one that I used to use. Now, I remember this being amazing, and if you like your sculpting, if you want to create, even if you're thinking, I want to first of all learn how to make little characters. Maybe you want to do your nativity scene and make the little people, or make Santa Claus, or whatever you want to do. The Miller Flory DVD is there for you for the next step, perhaps. Miller Flory is going to be able to create some beautiful ornaments, some ornamental jewellery, some incredible designs, and it's easy and it's brilliant and it looks super effective. Everybody's going to be totally impressed with what you create. And here is a little bit of footage from Project 1. I mean, look at this. We're going to be seeing Debbie in action momentarily, and she's going to be showing us how to make this exact flower. It's not as difficult as it looks, because you look at that and you think, no way, you can do it, absolute way. Look at this, you are getting the Flory bundle ready for Project 1. This is going to be an excellent, excellent gift. Gemma Crow is obsessed with polymer clay. She comes from a sculpting background. There are so many. Natalia loves to work with polymer clay as well. She's into her sculpting. We know that Linda is great with polymer clay too. Try us out, 0800 644 655. Get involved with polymer clay, because I do think it's going to be one of those very exciting mediums you are just going to love. The Flory bundle XYGC00 is your item code. And here, my darling jewellery makers, is your price tag. It's only £9.95. Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are just under £2 each, right? So that's a tenner. This is £4.95. What's going on? You're getting the DVD for free. That's what's going on. I like it, I like it, I like it. Let's get over to Debbie Beaufort. I'm so excited. I'm just like, you're having to hold me back. Chloe's pulling at my reins. Kick me on and let me go. Are you coming, Chloe? Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? I'm very excited. I'm going. No, I'm waiting. Oh, come on. Make sure you're checking out baskets if you are shopping with us online today. We can't, of course, I'm so sorry about this, but we cannot promise you anything until you have checked out your baskets. Now, 25% of the stock has already been sold and allocated, gone. At just £9.95, we are talking to you about value, technique, something new for your collection, something exciting, and a little bit of Debbie Beaufort in our living rooms. Yes, please.
I don't know about that, but still.
Well, I do. Now, Debbie, talk to me about how you got involved with Flory, what it was about Flory that caught your eye.
I think it was walking past a very well-known shop once that had sort of chains that you put your charms on, you know, and seeing a polymer clay bead. In
there? Not glass,
they
really?
have, no, they have, they did do 2 years ago, they did wooden beads.
Yes.
And they did polymer clay beads.
Oh.
And I looked at them and I thought, I was doing flowers before then, but I thought, you know, this, I can do something with this. And then we started to get those inserts that go inside, and that's what spurred me on. Yeah, the little eyelets. So that's what spurred me on. But people do love flowers. Americans love flowers. Put anything on the internet and it will go to America. They love anything English country garden, twee.
They love
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So if anybody sells on auction sites, try and hit the American market if you do flowers, because that's where they'll go.
Isn't it funny? Because they do. I used to work in America a lot. Every month I used to go out there, and they just love anything that's British.
They do. My sister lives there, and they love little, you know, cups and saucers with little flowers on them. So anything like this, that's the market to go for, really. So where do you start? Well, to make something look like a petal, you need to have a graduation of colour, because usually petals start at pale and go to dark, or the other way around. Okay. So you need to look at a way of graduating your colours of clay. So you need to do something called a skinner blend, and I apologise if I'm repeating, but I'll show you.
Skinner blend, because I thought it was called a colour blend. Skinner blend.
So it was invented by somebody called Skinner, would you believe? Just amazing.
Not Frank Skinner, no.
No, funnily enough. It'd be funny if it was.
I used to be in love with Frank Skinner.
You didn't?
I did. I love comedians. Anyone that makes you laugh.
Yes,
it's
but
not
Frank
as bad
Skinner.
as I know, but it's not as bad as when I was younger. It was Rick Mail. I wanted to marry that man. I probably still would want. Honestly,
He'd
I
make
loved
you laugh,
him.
that's for sure.
I loved him.
He would make you laugh.
He would. I was only little. It was Jack and Ori that did it.
Oh, I see. Say no more. So we've got all 4 colours here. Not the black, obviously, at the moment, but all the 4 lovely colours. Now, if I was using these out of the packet, personally, I would probably mix them with white and ecru or bronze or something and really change the colours. But I'm going to use them straight out the packet so you can see the lovely vibrant colours. So to do a Skinner blend, you need to build a rectangle.
Okay, now you're using a tile. Sorry, Debbie.
Yes, just normal bathroom tile.
Why?
It's a firm surface to work on. It's already been fired, so you can just lift that and put it into the oven if you wanted to, so you didn't have to move your pendants. And it's just easy to wipe and to wash. You can use toughened glass, and in fact that's really good, because if you do use toughened glass, you can put grids underneath and follow lines and what have you. And you can buy special supposed polymer clay tiles, to be honest. Just use a tile.
Just go a couple of quid in a tile shop.
Just go to a tile shop, and sometimes they'll give you tiles if a pack's being dropped and there's one
Especially
left.
if you're a girl.
You know, say, come on.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Can I have this
take
tile?
Them off your hands.
Just take it.
So, or you can just get broken tiles. It doesn't matter if it's not full tile. Anyway, so this I'm going to build into a rectangle. Doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't have to be neat and tidy.
Good.
And remember that some colours are a lot bolder than others. On this I'm just going to put equal amounts, but this colour in particular, this fuchsia, is a really bold colour. So I wouldn't put a huge amount. So I'm going to then put that there, and I'm going to put a purple next to it. Okay.
It's funny because you never think you're going to get the Skinner blend out of such uniform shapes.
No, that's right.
But it does, it works.
I know, it really does. And then I'm going to put the last one sort of there, okay?
Uh-huh.
And
you're overlapping a little bit, that's all right?
Slightly overlapping, just stick them together.
Okay.
All right? Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to, it doesn't matter if it falls apart, you stick it back together, it's going to be pushed together in a minute. So then you fold this edge to that edge. If you do it that way, you'll end up just with one uniform colour. You won't get any stripes, obviously.
Okay, so this is important.
You fold that way, okay? White edge to coloured edge, and then you put this into your clay roller. I'm just going to move over here to the clay roller.
I always feel nervous when you're going to do this because I always think I'd get it the wrong way round, but that's quite easy. Just
because the only time you ever put a folded edge into your pasta machine, normally you put the folded edge to the side.
Oh, would you? Why is that, Debbie?
Because you trap air and you get bubbles, and you don't want to have bubbles in your designs because they'll come to the surface.
But it's all right here to have bubbles?
Here you're going to slice it anyway.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
All right.
So you keep folding it over, and I'm putting it through on the thickest setting on my pasta machine, which is number 1 on this one, and it has the numbers on the side. It goes from number 1 to number 9 the other end, okay? So once I've put it through 2 or 3 times on number 1, it's then stuck together. You can see it's then stuck together. All the colours are there. You then fold it in half and move, I'm going to go back over here, sorry. You move your numbers on your pasta machine to about 4 or a 5, and then if I just put it through once, you'll see the difference. If I just push it through, it will stretch it and it will start to blend it straight away. You can see, I don't know if you see on the camera there, but it's starting to blend it straight away, even just with the one turn. So you probably need to do that half a dozen times, and then, here's one I made earlier.
I just think it's so clever.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Do they end up different on each side, or are they the same? They're the same.
Similar. So then it ends up with a blend. Now to do your petals, you don't roll it into a cane.
Okay.
Because you don't want the middle to be white. You want
which it would be because you're folding that.
Yeah, there are certain techniques you can do that, but just to do a simple flower cane, you just fold it, concertina it.
Oh, so backwards, forwards, like you're playing Consequences.
That's right.
I haven't played that in years.
No, gosh.
I said to Mia the other day, have you ever done that? And she went, no. And I was like, oh. It's television that, because we never used to have the telly on.
I know, God, that used to be really funny actually. That used to be a fabulous game.
And we used to say, that's your future husband. You're like, it's got a woman's face.
Oh dear. So there you have your concertina of all your colours. It starts off with the pale and ends up with the dark. Well, I put an extra colour there, but ends up with the dark. So with this one, I'm just going to roll it just quickly in with my hands. It won't distort it, don't worry. But I just want it round enough that I can then pinch the top.
Okay. Oh,
so
it makes me nervous.
You wrap it. Once you've done that, if you slice it, it will look sort of like that.
Wow.
So you've got the pale at the top. Here's one I made earlier.
It's so
the pale at the top, can you see, and the dark at the bottom. And then you've got your right colour combinations for your petals. And then you can wrap it in whatever colour. I don't know if, Kirsty, you want me to do a flower now, or just want me to do that? What do you want me to do?
They're going, oh, have we got time? And I went, please.
Are you sure?
Please.
All
yeah.
Right. I didn't want to do it and then finally we've run out.
Lady DB, you take it away, darling.
Ever so quick, really, really quick. Right, place your made Skinner blend onto your colour, whatever colour you want to put round it.
Now you're using your blades. I am so sorry to interrupt you.
No, fine.
You're using your blades. These are really important tools, aren't they, Debbie?
They are. These are tissue blades, and they're called that for a reason because they are very, very sharp, like a surgeon's knife. So do be very careful when you first get them. You have a flexible blade, a firm blade, and a corrugated blade, and a guard in the kit. the starter kit. And those are your blades. Right, I'm going to stretch this now. So I've got about 5 petals because Mother Nature does things in odd numbers. And before you cut it, you mark it to make sure you've got the 5. It's awful to get right to the end and find that you haven't got enough.
Oh, and so you need 5 now?
5 or 7, because Mother Nature does things in odd numbers. So.
Now, it's important to note that this is one of the first techniques on Debbie's DVD. You are getting the DVD, so don't worry if you're thinking, oh, stop, Debbie. Don't worry, don't worry. It's all on the DVD, and it's just $9.95 with half the stock's gone, I'm just being told. The polymer clay on their own are worth the $9.95 that you're seeing. You're getting the DVD for free today, and it is the right polymer clay colours for the first project.
Perfect. So, what you need to do the petals, you need 5 petals. You need something for the inside, and I've just got a black and white cane left over from yesterday.
Could it be
anything? Anything for the stamen in the middle, but you need a contrast. Okay. And then you need 5 little triangles like that. Okay.
Of just black.
Just black. Depending what you want to put it onto, you're going to have a black bead. You put black in the middle. If you want red, you put red in the middle, because that's going to be round your flower.
You just squidge that into shape.
You just squidge that into shape. So you take a petal and a centre.
This is so clever now.
Okay. Petal and a centre. And you put your little triangle in between, which stops when you start building this. If you don't do that and you squash it together, you'll just get a circular cane. It won't look like a flower. So then you put another triangle, and then you put your petal.
Oh, I see.
And then a triangle, and then your petal.
It's amazing already,
a triangle, and a petal,
so
and a triangle, and then you push them all together. But remember, don't just look at that side, look at that side to make sure all the petals.
Gosh, yes.
Because you don't want to get halfway along your cane and find you can't use it because all the petals are out of line, and what a waste.
That would be such a me thing to do.
So then you squeeze it in the middle to reduce it in size. Always do it like an hourglass and then pull. Never roll it once you've got a design, because you'll twist the petals and it just won't work. Okay, so if I cut that in half.
That's really important, isn't it?
It is. So if I cut it in half, there's your basic flower. That's a really basic flower, but there you go. All right,
Debbie.
There we go.
How quick, how effective,
beautiful,
how amazing. It's so clever, but it's so doable.
It is. I mean, children could do these. If you don't have to do a skinner blend, you can just do a solid colour and do little daisies.
It's just really about the knowledge. If you know how to do it, it's easy, and you've got the knowledge here. This really is wonderful. And do you know what, Debbie? If I did this with the kids, they'd just go crazy. They'd love it. They'd think it was the cleverest thing ever.
Yeah, and this isn't just girly, because if you just do round colours, and if you do white with red round them, or white with blue round them, put that round a bead and it looks like a football. Build it the same way.
Oh,
like a
now
flower,
you're talking
like
for the boys.
So there you go.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they'll love it. They really, do you know, you've got to get this. And it's not a guilty purchase if you're shopping. Now, mums, we do think, I never buy things for myself because I feel so guilty. Unless it's like in the sale or something. I feel so guilty when I get something for myself. So if you're the same, if you think, actually, it doesn't have to be a guilty purchase, you grab this, you get change from £10 and you can entertain yourself and the children can have a go. You don't have to feel guilty about it at all. And if it's for gifts, how wonderful, what a beautiful gift. And everyone's going to think you're so clever. Like I think, Debbie, you're just so clever for doing this. It's amazing. It is so different. It is so intricate.
It is, yes.
It's mine. It's better than socks, Oliver, you're right. Although, I do like a sock.
I like a sock as well.
Now, don't forget, all the technique is on the DVD. It's time to go and check out your incredible designs and be inspired furthermore. It's Wall of Fame.
So hot. Have a third one.
Yeah, I'm cold.
There you go.
She's boiling. I'm cold. Here, I'll give you some of my cold. Look at these little polar owls.
Oh.
I love those.
Chloe showed me this yesterday. It's absolutely fabulous.
Oh, I do love an owl. We've got one, but I can't find it anywhere.
Well, how do you know you
it's
got
in
one,
the garden.
then?
I hear it every night. And then they call. One is this side, one's the other side, and they call to each other. No, it's not haunted. Totally, you're creeping me out. My house isn't haunted. because I'd know about it if it was, Chloe. Number 46, not like my grand's old house that was definitely haunted.
Oh, don't go there.
Now I love this. I absolutely love this. How beautiful, a beaded butterfly. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. Somebody put on Facebook this morning an icicle, and they tagged Mark and Laura Binding, which is why I saw it in it, and it was a Christmas decoration. She's selling them. I thought it was so fabulous, and it was beaded. I thought it was lovely. This is from Gorgeous Nicola. Yeah, this really is beautiful. I love beading at the moment. I thought I would send you my latest entry to the Wall of Fame. The butterfly is made with Smoky quartz, black spinel, Tanzanite, ruby and pearl. It's a very special butterfly. It's solid sterling silver wire work. Oh my gosh, can you imagine receiving this? Wow. I hope you enjoy it. Do you know what? I hope this is a gift for somebody, Nicola. Let us know. Love the show. Please keep bringing us lots of lovely gems and inspiration. I think this is just wonderful. I just have to get another look. I can't believe that. You've got ruby.
That is beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Stunning.
Oh, so talented.
This is number 44, and this is from Lynn in Ayrshire. It says, hi all at JM. My entry for this week's Wall of Fame is a set made of fuchsia and black agate using macrame with beading wire, thread and adding clasp findings formed from silver-plated copper wire. I owe much to Clever Mark for this. I have to show him this. From Lynn in Ayrshire. That is beautiful. I remember seeing him do that technique. That was really effective.
He's done that a couple of times with me as well. And the beading thread DVD is great too. Gemma's beading thread DVD. Beading thread is something that we celebrate now. Do you remember when we used to hide it?
I know. Just think it's just something to string beads, and it's not anymore.
No,
it's lovely.
It's brilliant. And I love this because the blacks and the whites I think you can wear with absolutely anything.
Chain over the top, isn't it a good idea?
It's a little touch of elegance, isn't it? Number 43 is from Christine, and Christine says, dear all at JM, this is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I've used black shell ovals and silver chain, all purchased from JewelleryMaker. Hope it makes the wall. Love the show and the extended hours. Bad side is bank, balance is low. Don't worry about it, Christine. You could be at the pub. That would be way worse, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Don't feel guilty for things that aren't really that bad. No, you only live once, my darling.
This I love.
Me too, me too. These are so brilliant. They're perfect.
Chloe showed me this yesterday. It was absolutely fabulous. Number 45, and this is from Heidi from Northern Ireland. Heidi, these are fabulous. Hi all, found you all a year ago and haven't looked back. Love making jewellery, but decided to try polymer clay to another medium and enable my daughter to join in as well. I made these for my Christmas stall, Christmas bauble owls. Hope you like these. Many thanks from Heidi in Northern Ireland. They are so cute.
I love them.
They are beautiful. I mean, you can buy the glass baubles you can decorate, but you can also use little light bulbs as well. Because once they've gone, they're glass, you know. So you can use those. Fabulous.
Oh my gosh, that is a good idea. Except my partner is obsessed with light bulbs and buys ones that last for 100 years.
Oh, well, no.
So not those ones.
Want the little round ones with
I'm gonna just say, well, they're only like 20p each anyway, aren't they?
I know. Aren't they gorgeous? Look, I want to name them. What should we call them?
Hootie and Tootie.
Chloe, you have to name these.
Jenny and Debbie.
Jenny and Debbie. I like that. You can be the orange one.
Thank you.
The Bulford and the Cleary.
The Bulford and the Cleary. They are fabulous. Hootie and Tootie. I love owls. I want that on my... Mia's going to Northern Ireland. I might tell her to go to Heidi's house and knock on the door and ask her for the...
I wonder how many more characters you do. It's a whole range.
I love it. Can you imagine just owly tree?
It's beautiful. Very nice.
I want a reindeer tree.
Somebody's been busy, haven't they?
I know!
My goodness me.
I love this. Before I go any further, I've got to let you know that we had those little gorgeous leaves. Yeah. And on my thing, it said they were sterling silver. I'm so sorry, but they weren't. And somebody's put it on Facebook. Thank you so much for letting us know. They're not sterling silver, but they were silver on copper. So you do it, obviously, if you want to cancel your order, you absolutely can. But of course, I am sorry. It was a genuine mistake. And thank you so much for pointing it out to us. Number 47, Busy Bees. Oh my gosh, and I love that you've got the same gemstones, but in different styles. That really appeals to me. Number 47, wow, is all I can say, Annie Cook. This is my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. And guess what she's doing her craft fair? You're going to love this. She made from gems, all made from gems and wire from JewelleryMaker for a craft fair in Brighton. Oh. We love Brighton. Oh gosh, Annie Cook, and it's on Saturday. So if you're looking for a craft fair, there's one in Brighton on Saturday. Annie Cook will be there with all of these gorgeous rings. Who doesn't want an excuse to go to Brighton? I love it. And you'll be in the regions.
Yes, and you'll come back with a ring. Fabulous.
Oh, I love it. You should pop by whilst you're in London.
I should really.
You might be busy, having a romantic week. Now, when we come back after the break, we have got some striking Tanzanite for you. Do not miss out on these beautiful brand new teardrops. We'll be right back.
The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their JewelleryMaker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
Join us on JewelleryMaker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be JewelleryMaker.
Our commitment here at JewelleryMaker is to provide you with genuine gemstones. Many places might not be able to do that, but we want to guarantee it. So how do we do it? We go to the laboratories and we get tests. We have our own in-house gemologists that can guarantee that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
Tune into JewelleryMaker every day at 5 p.m. for our Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on JewelleryMaker.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Goodness me, don't we feel so happy that we can include gemstones in our collections, work with gemstones, create with gemstones that, well, of course, we'd always thought were just for jewellers, for the professionals, for the trained. Not anymore, because I have the utter pleasure, and I'm a little bit squealy and excited, to bring to you Tanzanite to go into your collections. Have a look at this wonderful, wonderful strand. You have got the most exceptional blues. You have got the most amazing opportunity to work with a gemstone known as the gemstone of our generation. To work with a gemstone that is so up there. Gemstone royalty is what I'm talking about. A gemstone that was launched by Tiffany & Co. And you get to work with it, you get to use it. Said to be 1,000 times rarer than a diamond. I would certainly make myself something out of this one. I know it's cheeky, but sometimes you're allowed. Look at these. Plump, colourful, perfect. Found only in one place in the world, at the foothill of Mount Kilimanjaro. We see Tanzanite jewellery going for tens of thousands of pounds. And I do think now people are appreciating their gemstones more. People are celebrating, certainly the coloured gemstone, ever such a lot more. We saw that auction, didn't we? Or we heard of that auction at the beginning of the week, the diamond going for a record high. Gemstones are important. Gemstones are collectible. People spending millions of pounds on gemstones. And you get to work with a gemstone that should be so much more expensive. You get to work with a gemstone that, okay, is in the Cartier collection. Yeah, it's in the Tiffany & Co collection. At Gems TV, you see some of the most exquisitely beautiful Larique pieces made up from Tanzanite, a collector's gemstone. And you shop on any other jewellery channel and you'll see this gemstone time and time again, and every one of us will all tell you about the romance, about how exquisite, how rare, how beautiful Tanzanite is. There's a reason the world's jewellers love this gemstone. It gives us pleochroism, so you don't just get that blue, you get like little gorgeous hues of pink as well when the light goes through it. Now, Tanzanite like this, let's talk about how we can use it in our designs, because we're in love with the fact that it's Tanzanite, but it's going to work so well as flowers. These are the most wonderful. If you bought our early bird this morning, these were solid sterling silver and they were rose gold. If you bought those, I mean, that's the earring. That's the earring right there. One of these as a pendant. How bridal is that? If your daughter or your best friend's daughter or your niece, anyone who's special to you, is getting married and you would like to give them something special, something delicate, a gemstone that actually represents new beginnings, how perfect for childbirth, how perfect for weddings, marriage. It's one of those gemstones. This is Tanzanite. It wears the crown. And my gosh, does it deserve it. Debbie, Tanzanite. I mean, when you first started, it's so, do you even believe we can do this? Work with precious gemstones.
I sometimes forget actually that they are gemstones here. We're very lucky, we just take it for granted, don't we? But then you speak to people that come on the workshops, like this week I've had a workshop every day, and you hear the conversations going around and the ladies saying, look at what I've made, look at this, look at that. And one lady made a comment yesterday, it was very true. When I first joined 3 years ago, the kits were like 3 times the price.
Yes, yes.
And the gemstones now, because they're so reasonably priced, we forget how precious they are. And I agree with her actually, because these are stunning, stunning precious gemstones. And you know, put one on a chain. We're very quick at doing chunky jewellery to show on the TV because it looks, you know, big and chunky and
well, you can see it's eye-catching.
Vibrant.
Yeah.
But just one of those on a stunning silver or rose gold chain, just wire wrapped on the top, absolutely beautiful.
And it's about delicate jewellery sometimes,
It is
Debbie.
actually, yes. You don't have to put a lot on, do you?
Not at all.
Tiny, delicate, and the gems speak for themselves.
If you want a strand that is going to be the bridal strand, it's December's birth gemstone. This is my sister's birth gemstone. Her birthday this year is on Friday the 13th of December. And this is a gemstone I have bought for my sister and I will continue to buy for her. And now I can make her a gorgeous pair of earrings. And it's blue and she's having a baby boy, so it's fitting. XORU05, 60 carats. Now the graduations are between 8x4 to 13 by 8. They're on a 14 centimetre strand, and we do talk to you about a precious gemstone. Don't get complacent, whatever you do, because that's when we miss out. 0800 644 655 on the phone lines. All of this Tanzanite, beautiful Tanzanite, for just. They're only $17.95. Haven't we seen Tanzanite at thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds? It's not graded Tanzanite, but it's Tanzanite. It's beautiful. These plump drops. even in comparison to jewellery maker prices, $17.95 is excellent. Debbie, the value here.
You put sterling silver, or sterling silver, rose gold coat on sterling silver. You make a pair of earrings just with 2 of those, and you can charge £25 plus per pair of earrings if you make people realise what they are.
So a profit maker?
Oh, absolutely, because they're beautiful.
And I love that you've got your extended money back guarantee now. So if you are making or you are buying with Christmas gifts in mind, as long as you haven't made up the jewellery, obviously, $17.95, you've got until the 31st of January 2014, which seems such a long time away.
It does, doesn't it?
It's so wonderful. 0800 644 655 XORU05 is your item code. Please act fast. Do not miss out. Good grief. I've got to show you what else I've got coming up in today's show. Debbie and I'm going to be really honest with you. I was a bit naughty in the break and I took one of these off the strand because it's too good not to. I need this. I love this. It's brand. I've never seen anything like it in my life here at Jewellery Maker, and it's coming up. I mean, come on, I want to be wearing this ring on New Year's Eve. That's the one. That's the one right there. It's coming up, a whole strand, by the way. Do you remember when we used to give you 4 small circulars for $24.95, $99? Bought many of those. I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. They're huge. I love them, I love them, I love them. Very Ice Queen, very Narnia. Now, let's give you a polymer clay starter kit, which is here. With the cutters or with this box. Let's do this one first. Now, we were talking to Debbie earlier and I said the cutters that you're using are really, really important, aren't they? Paper cutters, did you say they were called?
Tissue blades.
Cutters, sorry, tissue blades,
yeah.
because they are really, really, really thin. Now, you've got the corrugated. These are very important. You saw Debbie using them a lot and they just make your life so much easier. And then you get the 2 blades. This is to hold on to them. Debbie sometimes does, sometimes doesn't use a little holder. When you want it to be really flexible, it's there for you because these are very sharp blades indeed. You're working with the children, please make sure that you're the one that's cutting them or they're under supervision, of course. Now, you will also get your 2 acetate sheets, which are good. These, you can use these for rolling actually, Debbie, can't you?
You can use them for the silver clay or polymer clay, and they're just for rolling and refining the shapes of your designs.
I just took that off for you so you could see what you're getting. So you get 2 of those. They will come with the paper back on them, just to protect them. You get your wet and dry sanding blocks.
Yes.
Now, do we wet or do we dry when we're working with polymer clay?
Always use wet sandpaper, because if you don't, it will just scratch your design. So you need a little pot of water, put your polymer clay design in with your piece of sanding paper, take it out, give it a rub and put it back in.
Okie doke. So if you are new to polymer clay, this is great, but it also if you're, how many of these blades have you got? Stacks?
Loads. They do blunt after a little while, but they take an awful long time to do that.
So it's always good to have as many as you can.
Yeah, and for classes, I tend to keep the blunt ones because it's safer.
Okay. I like your train of thoughts there. So the 2 acetate rollers, you've got the wet and dry buffers, you've got 3 of those. You've got 2 packs of polymer clay. You've got your cutters. Now this is great, even if you've already got this, I would grab another one because you can never have too many. You've got your cutters in there as well. Can I get them to stay still? Stay. And you've got, where's the little one gone? There it is. You get loads of these cutters. These little ones, Debbie always says, you try and find that little tiny one. Anywhere else, it won't happen. And I did try, and it didn't happen.
No.
Now, you've also got your roller, which is good for polymer clay or for silver clay. Now, I'm going to give you something else. So don't forget the blades come with this too. But I'm also going to give you the box. Now, this box is particularly important. Particularly important because it's graded plastic. Now, if you use an ungraded plastic to store your polymer clay, the polymer clay will eat into the plastic and it will dye the plastic, like when you put beans in a plastic bowl, and there's nothing more annoying.
It won't just dye it, it will actually eat through it.
Eat through it.
It will actually go into the plastic, and the plastic will go through the bottom of the plastic.
It's like you're describing the thing.
Yes.
You know, just oozing through. It is like that, isn't it? It's like a little polymer clay is naughty. Now you've got, don't forget, all of this for one price tag. Your roller comes with as well. All for just £17.95. I like that you are getting a brand new hobby for under £20. This is exceptional value for your pack of cutting blades, your pack of Sculpey clay, your acrylic roller, your 3 sandpaper squares, those grit squares. You've got the polymer clay in black, the polymer clay in white, the container that is graded plastic, your 2 acrylic sheets, your 7 round clay cutter sets, 5mm, 10mm, 15, 25, 30, 35, 45. And you've got, oh, so it's a 7 size pack, sorry. It was written 7 size pack. I was thinking, what's that? NRGC80 is your item code for your Sculpey clay starter kit. Well done to those that have got theirs. 20% of the stock now gone. Oh, me think you've fallen out my ear, Oliver. Back in. Sorry, I haven't. 20% of the stock's gone. 20% of the stock has gone and sold out. Oh, I'm so unsmooth, aren't I? Now I can pack all this away in here. It is important to have those graded plastics, and you can use it for other storage.
But you know what is really nice about that kit? And we haven't changed it in all the time that we've had it because it works. But also, how many times have you got craft and you get the things out on the table and you go to put them away and they're just in a mess in the cupboard? At least this you can put all away, back in the box, seal the box, and it's all neat and tidy.
Do you know, and we all know, cupboards.
I know. All you need that is a little tile underneath and that's it, you're ready to go.
So go and grab a tile as well with these. Now I'm going to give to you. You need to get on the phones now. Now. These are going to look amazing with the druzy that I'm totally obsessed with. We're about to give you an insane deal. How gorgeous are these?
Kirsty and I were looking at those earlier and we were drooling over these. They're absolutely beautiful.
Can you imagine them just haloing? I mean, that's classic meets contemporary right there, isn't it?
Lovely to do soutache with those, around something with some silver thread or something. Really pretty.
I've got 3 strands of shell pearl. Whether these are going on your Christmas table, which I still haven't completed mine yet. We're having an argument over whether we need a silver plate collection, which I say, not silver plate collection, a Christmas plate collection.
Of course.
Of course. Why won't he understand this?
I don't know.
He has special pants to go and play golf in. Why can't I?
Oh, he'll love you for
Why
that.
can't I have Christmas
He will
plates?
love you for that.
He's had enough of it, I tell you, he knows me too well. Now, you have got all of this. Goddess bracelets. Just putting these in a cuff in the way that I'm doing right now. Perfect. Gorgeous. If you're bead weaving, absolutely gorgeous. Do you know what I would do? If you saw the other day when we had the wonderful Sarah on that did her stitching, what does she call it?
Peyote.
Yes,
No?
yes, it was. She did do some peyote, but she also did some ladder stitching, where she stitched it all together. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you could freehand stitch these together into a cuff. It would just be absolutely beautiful. These are great for soutache. They're perfectly round. You've got 3 strands. They're 8mm. You're going to be knocked sideways with the price tag. If you don't get on the phone lines now, you do majorly risk missing out. The deal I'm about to give you is phenomenal, and you know you can put the phone down, but once you've missed out, and I don't like it when you miss out. XCG C46, it's all about pearls, darling. Oh, especially when we give you 3 strands of shell pearl for under £3 a strand at £8.95 for 3 strands. We're talking to you about shell pearl. That is not faux pearl. Don't be ever confused that it is. How many times have you gone to your supermarket lately and seen faux pearl jewellery going for about £12 or £13 for a necklace? This is not faux pearl. Faux pearl is made up out of, well, basically, for want of a better word, a ball of glue with a pearly paint, which is lovely to wear once, and then it all rubs off, and I just don't want to do it. Shell pearl is made up out of genuine pearl that hasn't fitted into jewellery for whatever reason. It might have been in a funny shape, or it might have not been able to drill it or whatever, and shell and mother of pearl, and it's crushed down and it's pushed together into a perfect round. So the elements are genuine pearl, genuine shell, genuine mother of pearl. So you've got that all the way through, and then they are pearlized with a beautiful pearly frosting. £8.95. There's queues on the phone lines. 50% of the stock has gone and sold out. Well done, XCG, C46. They're perfect for the winter. They're perfect for the druzy that you are so gonna need. You know that druzy? That's gonna play on your mind if you don't pick up the phone for that. That's the one that you go to bed and think, why did I not pick up the phone? Why? Don't you do that? I always do that. You go back to the shop having thought about it all week and it's gone, and you just think, what is wrong with me? Why didn't I do that?
When you see it, get it when you see it.
When you see it, get it. Otherwise, risk missing out. And you've got to live with that, girls. We don't like that at all. £8.95, I can't stand it. £8.95. Queue on the phone, so it is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. Check out baskets now. 65% of the stock has now been allocated and gone. It does look like we're heading for a sellout on this one. £8.95 is your price tag for all of these pearls. You have got 3 gorgeous strands. Think about doing a bit of an Audrey Hepburn with this, and we're hoping Debbie Bolford will report back to us if she goes to the V&A next week. I was supposed to go last weekend, and we had, well, you know, when families, nothing works out right, does it? But I'm so jealous that you. How long are these? These are so long. How many centimetres of the strand? They won't even fit on my board. Look how long they are. These won't fit on my board. Shall I use the... Look how long this is. Well, I would make a 3-row necklace, like an Audrey. I'd like to do an Audrey.
That reminds me of some of the things in Downton. You know, when you had like just a long string of pearls and just tied a knot in, you know?
Oh, yes, Debbie. And look how perfectly round. That's the benefit of shell pearls.
Oh, they are absolutely stunning.
Aren't they just?
I want some.
I want those. And they're sort of a silvery white. They're the glistening.
Beautiful.
They are so Christmassy. I'm so happy that they're so Christmassy.
Beautiful.
Have you ever been to the Ideal Home exhibition? That's on as well at the moment in London. It's very Christmassy in there, and that might be good for you, Debbie. They're sold out. They're gone, my darlings. I'm so sorry. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? I've got to just look at these for one more minute. I'm sorry, Kirsty. Look at these. Sorry, darling. I have to look at them again. This is the strand that I think will sell out today. We have never, ever seen anything like it in our lives. I never have. I think they're amazing. Look at that. Woohoo! They're huge. They're just fabulous. We've all been going, over these today. Now it's time to give you. This will look lovely with the pearlies that I just gave to you. Amazonite is so vintage, and Debbie and I have been saying today, it just doesn't go out. The steampunk look, the vintage look, the shabby chic look, and Amazonite is the colour that features very, very, very prominently, together with rose quartz, with pinks. This is so shabby chic, and actually, you look at Debbie's beautiful bracelet that she made earlier. Not earlier today, but earlier in her life. Look how beautiful that was. It'd go beautifully with Debbie's first kit today with those clear quartz, wouldn't it? You did grab that. You've got the corner drilled, crackled quartz cubes. Now, cubes are amazing because they have got, I mean, just think about a beady bead here. When you pull these together, the sides just go knit back together again. They just knit. And they're perfect if you want to create that texturized look, but you don't want an overbearing colour. And of course, the Amazonite lending itself to the cool breeze of colour that we love. We're going to give you another fabulous price tag today. I do think these are going to look very good with your pearls. I'm going to keep these pearls. I know they're sold out. I'm so sorry these pearls are sold out, but I just wanted to put them next to it. Maybe if you were lucky enough to get them. Have we got some more pearlies coming up over the weekend? Yeah. You got Vicky Carr tomorrow and the lovely Kirsty. Our Vicky, she's in the building now. I suspect she's on in the afternoon, I'm not sure. A trio of gorgeousness. You've got, oh, those are serpentine, the ovals. Of course they are. Look, I just looked at them and thought, those are greener than the bluey Amazonite. And I just looked and it's, yes, aren't those? Have you ever eaten those creamy mints? What are they called? The ones that crumble when you eat them. Mm.
Oh, they're lovely. I've had those for years.
Me either.
They're called just mint creams. I don't know what they're called.
Mint, and you're going to go and get one of those today because they do still make them. They do. My gran always had them in her pocket. And aren't they gorgeous? Peppermint creams. You can make them out of icing sugar, you know, in rounds. We used to do that. Yeah.
Lovely.
But the sweetie ones you can get as well, the crumbly, minty, creamy. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, that's it, and it is funny how we do look at gemstones. They remind us of so many wonderful things, isn't it? The serpentine ovals are 20 by 15, generally food, yeah. Amazonite corner drilled squares are 12 mil, and your crackle quartz cubes are 4 mil. It's called frostbite. Ooh, PWG. Ooh, frostbite C16. I actually had a chill when I read that. Let's give you another gorgeous price tag for today. All of this for just £13.95. You've got texture, you've got colour, you've got gorgeousness. Ooh, frostbite. My uncle got frostbite once. He did a documentary on going pole to pole, got frostbite. My uncle, yeah. Yeah. Serve him right, won't it? Who wants to? Who did? It was good though. It was good. Poor Uncle Paul. Poor Uncle Paul. Now, if you don't mind ever so much, Kirsty darling, I really want these squidged rondelles. Can we do them now? They're squidged. Yeah, is that all right? And again, look how long this strand is. I just think, I'm going to be honest with you, I just think I want to have a necklace made out of these. But then I'm thinking, there is so much scope. These would be good for your soutache. What about cufflinks? What about buttons? Debbie, when you see a shape like this, they're nice and squidged rondelles. They're not faceted around the edges.
Beautiful. Imagine there was some black onyx or something, or even with these fabulous nuggets. They would look stunning.
Yes, with your challenge.
Okay, they're wonderful. I just think, as you said, just to restrand them, I think they would look absolutely fabulous. Oh, that looks lovely.
It does,
or with the
doesn't it?
pearls, it would look lovely.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
I just think it can look contemporary, or it can look quite classic. It's a really beautiful, beautiful strand.
And the thing about pyrite is it's not a garish gold.
No,
it's a very classy gold.
In fact, I just want that. Can I just want that you got on your hand? Just that.
these two together.
Yep, perfect.
Bracelet,
Perfect.
necklace.
Yep, perfect.
They are gorgeous together.
Like that.
I am thinking, let's really go crazy. Look at that.
Oh, I say.
That's a competitive soutache piece right there.
Yep.
So many wonderful, wonderful crafty people competing in soutache at the moment. I think it really involved. It's so competitive. It's worse than the pageant world out there for competitive soutache. This is one. I didn't realise how amazing all these competitions are out there that you get involved in. International competitions for things like peyote and things like soutache. It's wonderful. And beading, bead weaving. Gosh, Karen Crawford put the most amazing necklace. Did you see it? All that beading. Oh gosh, it was wonderful. Now these pyrites, if you are into beading, perfect. But I mean, these are going to be a lovely focal point, but they're also going to be a classic embellishment for your designs because they're going to give you that lovely rustic gold, that lovely antique gold. I know I keep talking about rose quartz a lot at the moment, don't I? Which is funny because I go through phases, like I'm sure you do at home, of which gemstones we like to work with. And the rose quartz I'm loving at the moment. I think it's because there's so much of it out there in the charm bracelet world, and it's so expensive. I
think you're right, but those in particular, don't they sit beautifully together? You know, some gemstones just sit lovely on your skin, and some gemstones are just meant to sit together. And they are beautiful. I
agree. I love the way they squidge together. I love the way, I just almost want to put a little round in the middle of them. But then I don't want to over fruit them. Do you know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. They're beautiful.
You don't need too much sugar with these. 700 carats of pyrite. Now these rondelles are 12 by 8. They haven't got faceted edges, which might suit you better if you are going to soutache. They're substantial. Well, they're huge. They're wonderful for cufflinks. They're wonderful for things. Just like Debbie was saying, look how well they lie against the skin, and they've got lovely weight to them. So whatever you make will feel expensive. When you see something in gold and it's weighty, your automatic, I think, instinct is to think that it's expensive.
I just do 2 stretches and wear them together like that.
Wouldn't it be lovely with a gilded, with a polymer clay bead that had gilding flakes or something like that?
That'd be nice.
Really beautiful and rustic looking.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Oh, let's give you a price. Don't we natter? I'm so sorry. RXG P86. Don't we natter? Let's give you your price tag. I am sorry. 12 by 8. They're only $7.95. Ollie just went a whack in my ear. It's so much more doable now. What is going on with us the last couple of days? 2 bracelets. What would you sell those for? £10 each? This is insanity. I love it. We're absolutely going mad. Are we having a Christmas sale already? Is it January? No, January sales are coming early. I don't know what's going on with us here at Jewellery Maker. The last couple of days we've gone a little bit bananas. It is madness. Why is it such madness? I can't tell you. I don't know. $7.95. Do you know what? So many of you went to the NEC this week. So many of you came back to us. I had so many Facebooks saying, your prices were unbeatable, even compared to the NEC. And now perhaps you're appreciating that even more. Perhaps we are making up for the fact we weren't at the NEC. It was because we were launching our new format of shows and we had to concentrate so much on that. How about this for a sneaky NEC wink? RXG. I actually winked when I said it, but you weren't watching. I went, sneaky NEC wink. Ollie laughed at me because he went, no one can see you winking. I always have a secret wink to myself, Ollie. £7.95 RXG. P86. Of course, you've got your extended money back guarantee as well now. Don't ever forget that. Because it's so the best time to shop with us. It's always a great time to shop with us here at Jewellery Maker. Right now, I think it's the very best because, of course, you've got that money back guarantee until the 31st of January next year. Whew, men on the moon crazy. Which one should we do now? I knew it was that one. I just wanted to hear you say baking tray again. I love it. So I'm not being, do you feel like I'm being mean? I'm not. I love it. It's because I like the way you say it. But if you go to America, they say Toyota Celica. And you're like, Toyota Celica. And they're like, you're so cute. They do that to you all the time. Now I know how you feel. I like the way she says baking tray. Sorry. Shut up. She just went, shut up. All right. Now, this is for Project 3. If you bought the DVD this morning, this is Project 3 for you. So you have got the black. Oh, there's a bumblebee right there, eh? The orange. I love this yellow. What is this? Sunshine yellow. It reminds you of when you were a child. That's the colour Care Bear that I wanted. Why? They're laughing at me because I went, there's a bumblebee. Is that how I said it? No, I never. And then you've got your red. Father Christmas red. I prefer your accent. See, this is the thing when you get an accent, you're like, I wish mine was like yours. Now my kids are like, Max is talking like that a little bit now. And I'm like, you're a country boy, Max. Stop, quick, cut it out. My sister's ill, he said the other day. I was like, she's not, she's ill. My sister's well ill. Don't speak. Take this out. That's what I was doing and I forgot to tell you. Now, you've got, in your baking tray, it will come, so you've got your baking tray and you've got your polymer clays. Now, inside your baking tray, there will be an acetate, a Perspex block. Now, that is there for your use. It's a tool, but it comes inside. Don't do a Jenny Cleary and stick it in the oven because A, your house will smell of plastic for about 3 days, and B, you won't be able to use it because it all melts on it. It's so annoying. Have you ever done that? No, of course you haven't. You're Debbie Bolford. Now, so take that out. Don't learn the Jenny Cleary way. Now you've got the baking tray, which is so. I mean, you can use the designated tray, but you can't use it for baking after that. But just anyway. But this is designed for jewellery making. You get the pins as well, so you can just lay your beads across. And you've got the 45-degree angle on there as well. So you've got your leans for your earrings. You've got all of that there, and you know what? You've got your polymer clay colours, 2, 4, 6, 8, £10 worth of polymer clay colours. Now, if you're watching us now and you're thinking, what project is this from? We're going to show you right now. It's from the Miller Flory DVD. If you want to create this, I could watch this all day. You've got your white, you've got your yellow, you've got your black. Of course, you've got your orange there as well. Isn't it wonderful? Ah. This is why we need the DVD. I've got to have it. I've got to have it. You've got to have it, haven't you? You've got the baking tray, you've got the polymer clay, and you've got your acetate block there as well. All for just... You've got £10 worth of clay. You're paying £1 for the baking tray. You're paying £1 for the baking tray. Debbie, how many baking trays do you have? Just one?
I've got 5.
What?
Because you can get 3 in a row in a little camping oven, you see.
Oh, what about my regular oven I can put this in?
Well, if you put it in a little roasting tin, you can probably put 2 or 3 side by side, depending how big your oven and your roasting tin is. But it is ideal. And everyone who comes on the workshop will see me bake hundreds of beads during the day. And you can get 6 or 7 pendants underneath and at least 40 plus beads over the top. It's so compact, everything's kept in one place, and you don't have to use the rest of your cookware to cook your polymer clay.
Does it depend on what type of oven you've got as to how long you've got to bake your clay? If you've got a fan-assisted oven, if you've got an Aga or a range or something like that?
I've got a range and I just cook
it in the range?
Yes, fine. It's the temperature really rather than the oven. As long as you've got a thermometer and you make sure it's the right temperature.
Every time I mess with my Aga temperature, things go wrong. So I don't.
You need a thermometer. You need an oven thermometer.
Yeah, my thermometer on its bust, that's what it is.
All right. You can get one that just stands in the oven itself.
I just guess. This chicken should be okay. Now, daisy chains is something, chains, just rolls off. It's because you went daisy, daisy canes, how easy are they to actually do, Debbie?
Well, we did one earlier, that was a sort of a basic daisy cane, but I did the Skinner blend, and if I'd have just done solid colours, it would have looked like a little daisy. So they're very simple to do. And once you get the technique of building one, then you can start and expand and do the most beautiful flowers.
And it's just about getting that technique, and actually it isn't that difficult.
It is.
Just forming them together, it isn't. It's just actually getting the concept of shape.
Exactly.
And once you've got the concept of shape, you're cooking with gas. You're going. You're ready. And actually then you can think about bigger scale, big pendants, making your own poppies for next year. Yeah. How popular were your poppies this year? Wonderful. Pat sent me a polymer clay poppy, and I put that in my drawer now, and that's going to come out every single year. And do you know something? In our house, my partner had a very expensive jewel encrusted poppy. We went out, fell off, and I went, oh! He was left there, and there was me with Pat's poppy, stood proud, lasted the test of time. Love it. He was gutted. Now I've got a lovely necklace actually with these. With the daisy technique, different colours. There was a red one somewhere. Where's that gone?
Oh, it's in my bag. Do you want it?
Oh, it's in Lady Belford's bag.
I should get it out in a second.
Oh, we see. She stole her own work. How dare she? No, just gorgeous, isn't it? Look. Polymer clay. Polymer clay is just such a wonderful, wonderful technique. It's a wonderful medium. If you haven't got involved with it, it's not just about jewellery. There is so much you can make with polymer clay. Ornamental pieces. Of course, if you look onto our Christmas tree by the Wall of Fame, it's polymer clay all over. You can actually make, do you know you can put bottles, you can put a bottle inside a polymer clay case and it looks so pretty. Deb has actually decorated her cocktail stick bottle.
Oh,
with,
yes.
with Miller Flory, haven't you?
Yeah,
You've got it there, haven't you? You take it everywhere
Yes,
with you.
I do. I've got it down here, yes.
But actually
Yes.
think about bottles as well. Now, I've made rhubarb vodka for Christmas. And I'm going to be giving some, because we had so much rhubarb out of the garden this year. So I put it all in the freezer and I thought, right, okay, I'm going to do something special with that. I made lots of muffins and I thought, vodka. What does Jenny want? Vodka. And I've made a bottle for my sister, but unfortunately my sister can't drink hers because she's preggers now. I'll have to drink it for it. But I've made a bottle for every household in our family. So what I would like to do, I've bought these lovely bottles. Would I be able to polymer clay over the top of the bottles?
You can do if you want to. Or you can get some acetate, like plastic folders, if you know what I mean, and do something on the outside of that. Take it, then when it's ready, take that out and you can bake it like almost like a candle holder, so you can stick it in.
So it's a case, yeah.
It's a case for it, yeah, you can do.
I'd
but you
love
can
to
also
do
buy
that.
from lots of little hobby shops these tiny little tea lights holders for like 20 pence that are tiny little glass containers, and cover those and give them as a gift, you know.
I
or
love
put them on
that
your
idea.
Christmas table with Santa around them or something, you know.
And they'd be fine with heat because they are heat proof.
Yeah.
If I made a candle holder out of polymer clay,
Yes, you can.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people are getting candles for people for Christmas? I've got loads of candles for Christmas presents already. I love candles. I love to give them. I think that's a really girly gift to give, isn't it? And actually, if you're looking at that candle and you're thinking, I want to do something a little bit more personal, you could personalise that candle. How gorgeous would that be? And make something so you can take the tea lights out with polymer clay. Gorgeous, absolutely wonderful. And it's time now, my darling jewellery makers, to give to you our second kit of the day. Winter warmth. I love all these names. They are making me want mulled wine though. Instead of tea for our workshop people, should we have mulled wine on the go, do you think? Should I bring my slow cooker? They could taste my vodka, but I don't think that's fitting now. Plus I got to drive home afterwards. And there's no way I'm going to sit there and watch you lot all tucking in. I'd end up sleeping on the table. Now, we've got a jewel enamel show on next Wednesday, but this kit has jewel enamel in it. Woo! Debbie, do I need the heat at the melting pot to do jewel enamel?
Yes, you need to melt it somehow. Yes, you do.
Would I be able to melt it in a normal pan or not?
No, not really.
It's better to have the melting pot. I saw the melting pot on another channel. I won't even tell you how much it was. I was like, nearly spat my tea out. Couldn't believe it.
Very expensive.
Could not believe it, Debbie. Oh, we're going to give you good prices as always. Now, jewel enamel is also, these are also known as something else, aren't they? Thingy powders, what are they called?
Embossing.
Embossing powders.
They're thicker than embossing powder though.
This is thicker?
Yeah.
Is that better? Do you think?
Yes, yeah, actually you get more of an intense colour, I think.
So this is embossing powder. Now, there are other places you can get embossing powder, and you might have seen that and thought, oh, isn't JewelleryMaker brilliant for the amazing deals that we give? So you've got the ruby red and you've got the rich copper. These come with your kit. Now, embossing powders, or jewel enamel as we call it, they're very, very, very popular out there with you crafty people. A lot of you are using embossing powders in your card craft. And if that's something that you do, then you're going to want this very, very much. I'm going to give to you the Pyrite corner drilled squares. If you bought the Pyrite rondelles earlier, oh, I love this. I love these colours together. Oh, I think this is gorgeous. So warm, isn't it? Very antique looking. Then you've got cubes. Again, if you really enjoyed the ladder stitching that we did with the new guest designer Sarah the other day, you're going to want as many cubes in your collection as you can. I loved what she did. By the way, you also get... Am I getting gem art in here as well? Do you know we've got an artist next door painting? I wonder if he'd like to use gem art. Real tiger's eye gem art. Debbie's going to show us how to use that momentarily. Now, let me show you tiger's eye. So warm. Where are you going, Lid? Now, I'm going to show you your embossing powders. Yes, this is two genuine pots of embossing powder. We call it jewel enamel. Ours has a lovely thick density to it, so you get the most wonderful dense colour. there's no transparency. You get this lovely, thick, glossy, glittery colour. It's beautiful. Now, yes, like I said, if you've got a melting pot for your card craft or your paper craft, it's the same sort of thing. You can melt these in a generic melting pot. Look at that ruby red. I always smell the embossing powders. I like the smell of them. I'm such a weirdo. Now, you're also getting your beading materials, and I love it when this happens because you've got your lovely bronze coloured beading thread, the goldy bronze beading thread, which I think just fits so much better with the kit. I've never seen a kit with your embossing powders in it, and that's what you're getting here. You're also getting findings, and I love that you've got them in antique bronze. It just makes it so rustic, doesn't it? You've got that chain. Now, I love antique bronze. If you use Swelligant, I've told you before, I'm obsessed with the verdigris. If you like to verdigris, these look amazing with the verdigris. Have you ever done that, Debbie? Verdigris, the antique bronze findings?
I have actually, yes.
It's the natural thing to do, isn't it, to them? I love it. I just think it looks great. It looks really, really vintage. You've got that unbelievable sort of oxidization look. Okay, so 98 findings. Wonderful gems. It's a pyrite corner drill, puffy squares, 8mm. Your hematite copper coated and 5mm. Your smoky quartz are 6mm. You've got 30 grams of each jewel enamel pot, 380 carats of tiger's eye gem art granules, and you've got your gold beading thread, your monofilament, your elastic. 98 wonderful findings. TCGC65 is your item code, and your price tag, my darling jewel enamel jewellery makers, is just £22. You thought it would be in the 30s, didn't you? I did too. £22.95. Unbelievable. This is grand, isn't it? £22.95 gives you everything you need to get yourself started. If you haven't got the melting pot, don't worry. Those are available on our website. Tune in next Wednesday. We've got a jewel enamel show, so stack up ready for that with the lovely Liz. We haven't seen Liz for ages.
No, I know.
Be lovely to see her. She's very talented.
She's lovely.
She's very busy, apparently. She can't come on all the time. I remember ringing her and begging her to come on once. It wasn't happening. She's very busy, isn't she? She's too busy for workshops even, isn't she? She's so, and it's all about jewel enamel. Friendly plastic, she's great at that as well, isn't she? £22.95. Should we go over to Lady DB? Can I? Am I allowed? Are we allowed to do a technique or not? Yes, we are. Oh, you're going to show us how to use that wonderful jewel enamel, would you? Gemma, would you like me to bring this over? You've got some. Got your own? Let's go on over. £22.95 with that extended money back guarantee. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. What moulds did you use? Moulds, that was my word for moulds.
I didn't.
What?
Well, I did on the rose one, but not on the heart. That was
really?
One of, yeah, the watch part on the heart. Watch part on the heart is just tipped onto one of the texture sheets that I did.
One of your Debbie Belford texture sheets. We're going to look at that just a sec.
I think it's watch parts and motifs, I think. And that I just literally tipped a blob on top of one of the designs and then turned it out. So that's one of the watch parts. The heart is just made just by getting scrap clay, sticking it onto a tile, and if you put the tile in the fridge for a couple of minutes and take it out, as soon as the jewel enamel hits the tile, it will set.
Really?
So it won't go underneath the polymer clay.
So can you manipulate it?
Yeah,
then?
you can do whatever design you want and just fill it with the jewel enamel, and it will just hit the cold tile
lovely.
and just set. And the little blobs on it were literally the little spots you get if anyone's used the jewel enamel.
Yep, yeah.
You get the little drips off the
You've got to pick them off.
Yeah, those are the little drips that I collected and stuck on top of the heart. And you don't throw anything away, you see.
I tell you, I think you really enjoyed this kit, didn't you? I'm looking and thinking,
it's different.
Look at this.
That's gem art.
Love it.
That's one of the polymer clay, scrap polymer clay, just covered in gem art and then put into a design.
It's got such amazing texture.
And that I smoothed a little bit, and then the earrings are really, really chunky.
Oh,
then the necklace with no gem art or no jewel enamel, just beading, and then the chunky earrings.
This has gone a very long way. Did you have lots of the embossing powder left?
I've got quite a bit left actually, and a few beads left and what have you, but I just ran out of time really. But those are just some really crunchy earrings. And these are...
Oh, they remind me of a lovely chocolate.
Yes.
Covered in hazelnuts.
Yes.
I want to eat them.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Those.
Very nice.
Wish we wouldn't talk about chocolate, don't
And
we?
that is a mould. That's one of the moulds on the website that's a little rose. And I like that. That's
I
really
do
pretty.
too.
I didn't want to do anything to it. I could have put some gleam on or something, but I thought, no, I just like them as they are. So the red I used first with the roses, and then I added a bit of the bronze colour and did the heart, so you can see the different colours there.
Aren't they fabulous? Now you're going to show us how, talk us through how.
Just the bracelet.
You did the bracelet, which is here for you.
I'll show you how to make the bracelet, and I'll talk to you about the gem art and how to apply that.
Do you enjoy working with gem art?
I just like working with different mediums. I think it just stretches you. It makes you do something that perhaps is out of your comfort zone. Yes, I do.
It makes you more versatile as a jewellery maker if you know and if someone comes to you and says, all right, I want this rough texture, you've got to have the knowledge, you've got to have the know-how, how to in fact inject that into your pieces, haven't you?
Yes, you have, absolutely. Yes, you have. To make this, you just need a rondelle, and this would work with those fabulous Pyrite rondelles we've just had as well.
Yeah, we were saying how beautifully this would go, they would go with this kit, actually.
So you need 6 lengths that are about the length of the bracelet, the finished bracelet. So you need 6 lengths of beading thread.
Okay.
And that goes through the middle, like that. And you take each one and you put on one of these lovely, lovely coppery sort of coloured beads. So there you've got 1, 2, 3 going one way and 3 going the other. Let me just get that flat for you. You need them side by side. Go on, behave, behave. There we go.
I do love that.
So you've got 3 coming out one side, and you've got 3 coming out the other, and I've put a bead on each one. Then I pulled out 1 bead, so 1 thread, 2 threads, and left the centre 4 threads, and put on a beautiful cube. I love these cubes.
I love cubes. They are so wonderful at creating that Egyptian structure.
Yeah, they're lovely. Really nice. It's nice to have a different shape. So there is your centre cube, and that's on the centre 4 strands, and you've got your 2 coming out here. Okay. Then hold your centre 4 strands and part them, and you've now got 3 on one side, and you've got 3 on the other, and you feed through like so. So you've got your one lovely smoky quartz cube. It's quite difficult to say.
This.
It is actually.
This knot, this plait.
It is. So you've got your 3, then you go to 1 cube in the middle and 2 on the outside, and then you repeat. You take 1 strand either side, pick up the 4 centre ones and put another one on, and it's just repeated all the way down the bracelet. Here's the bracelet here, so you can see you've got your 3 lovely copper beads, your 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, through a copper bead, and then a crimp on the end for your clasp, and then you end up with a bracelet like so. Now, as far as your gem art's concerned, I personally wouldn't, and this is out of trial and error. The first time I did it, I put the gem art on unbaked polymer clay. When you bake it and take it out, it comes off and just leaves impressions.
Oh, okay.
Some of it sticks, some of it doesn't. Now, how I do it, how I've done these beads here, is I have baked my beads first. I've got a little money spider coming down there.
Oh, let it cross your palm.
Oh. I've got, this is unbaked because I've only just put it on, but I would use baked clay.
Yeah.
I would put a little bit of a particular glue that's got 3 initials. I'm sure you know.
Oh, you can get, cupboard full of it. With kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight on your hand.
Well, for now, yeah, you wouldn't usually.
I do, well actually I have done that and then let it dry and peeled it off. I love it. Such a weirdo, aren't I?
Pop it in a little bowl or something and then put that on, obviously. Just hold that a minute, Jenny, while I open the pot. Just while I open the pot.
Oh, there's a big temptation to just roll it on my hand.
No. I'll have that back off you now.
It's the best thing at school, isn't it? Are you listening to me, Jenny Cleary? Sorry, miss. Oh, I've covered my whole hand.
Then I'm going to hold the gem art and literally dip it in. Just roll it in, okay? If it doesn't stick, then you just need to lift it and just put it on.
Make it stick.
That's right. Now you'll see, can you grab the earrings there a minute?
Sure can.
You'll see the same gem art, but with 3 different things underneath. This has got white, This has got translucent and that's got copper. Can you see the different
yes,
colour?
yes, of course.
See the different grades of colour? It's the same gem art, but on the copper it looks really dark.
Isn't it funny because it does. It's always going to affect it, isn't it?
Yeah,
the base
and I've varnished
colour
that one, and I haven't varnished these. So
So
the
you just
varnish
varnish
has
over
turned. Yeah, literally put a little bit of varnish in a tub and just dip it in.
This makes it kind of more rustic.
It does,
doesn't it?
does.
Rustic's my word of the day today. Have you
I
noticed?
noticed that.
Yeah.
Jenny's
I'm going to
word
go
of
home
the
and
day.
bake some rustic bread. That's what I'm going to do.
Right then. So, lovely. No, because you'll peel it off then. So that's how to do your gem art, and then leave it to set, and you can varnish over the top if you wish, but it will stay on then.
I just want to use an excuse to use PVA glue, so that'll do nicely for me,
play,
thank
don't you really? That's
Absolutely. I think these are gorgeous. And this is such a wonderful kit, actually, if you are fusioning your crafts. We do appreciate that so many of you are crafty in many, 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 many ways. And if you've used embossing powders to maybe, well, if you can imagine, with the roses, a lot of people actually putting these as 3D effects on cards. So if you're into your card craft, you're probably already very, very aware of the fact that embossing powders are really popular in the crafty world. It's just wonderful to have a kit that actually has a little nod to that with the embossing powders and the gem art, because you can, of course, include gem art in your picture scenes. Can you imagine doing a beautiful beach scene with that tiger's eye?
You know, that would be really pretty, wouldn't it, to do that?
Well, it's
really
the perfect one for it because you've got all those lovely sandy colours. Are you into other crafts? I know you like to bake, don't you?
I don't have time, but yes, I do. I do all sorts of things. I like doing patchwork, I like doing beading, I like doing all sorts of things.
Oh, patchwork. Needlework's wonderful, isn't it? I'm rubbish at needlework. Well, I'm better at needlework than I am at knitting. Can't knit.
No, I can knit, but if I drop a stitch in the corner, never seen again.
Just
patience to undo it, no.
You crafty people are at it in all sorts of ways, though, and we're going to go and have a look at just that. It's time, once again, to have a look at your gorgeous designs on the Wall of Fame. It's all flying and fancy here this morning. Ben's just lost his shoe. You've lost your leopard print shoe. Can I just show everybody your shoe today? Just let me have a look. It's like a Lord's slipper. This is actually like, do you know you're like Llewellyn Bowen? Do you know that this is pony hair?
Is it?
That's pony hair, yeah.
Ah.
He went, Look at him. He's like Llewellyn Bowen of the jewellery maker world. Number 40. So sparkly and gorgeous. I love these colours. And this is from Jacintha, who says, "Hi all in Northern Ireland. Jez in Northern Ireland. Hello, darling." That's our second entry from the Northern Ireland today.
Wow.
You're getting crafty out there.
Yeah, you are.
I have only been jewellery making for a few months, but I'm addicted. Oh, Jacinda, it's amazing. My entry is made of blue quartz, white shell pearls, and silver plated findings from JM with space for my stash. Hope this makes it to the wall. I'm loving watching the show after work to catch up on all the new techniques. Keep up the good work from Jacinda. We do love it. It's absolutely grand, and I love the use of colours. Those are very regal colours, aren't they?
They are. They're beautiful. This is number 38.
Oh, look at that red.
Veronica in Liverpool. It's lovely, isn't it? Very Christmassy. Please find attached my entry to the Wall of Fame, all from my favourite show, Jewellery Maker, of course. The red is lovely and bright shell, but I've forgotten what the dark red ovals are, as I've bought so many gems from you.
It's not.
It would be great if you could enlighten me so I can tell everyone who asks.
It'll come to me
From
in a minute.
Veronica in Liverpool, and we'll come back to you on that one. I think.
It's the red version of lapis lazuli. It's not rhodocrus. It's got some. I
don't know. We'll find out.
I'll think about it in a minute. It'll come to me in a minute, and I'll suddenly say it. Now I do know exactly what it is, though. Number 40, but I just can't remember the name of it. I just can't remember. That's going to annoy me. You get it in green and red, and it's got the gold inside it. What's it blinking called? Anyway, look at the neatness. This is wonderful. Just look.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, very inspired by
Lovely.
probably Laura Binding or perhaps Rachel Norris. Let's see. Sarah Clarkson from Cheshire says, "Morning all at JM. Here's my first attempt." First attempt at Laura Binding inspired, but I don't even believe you. It's that perfect. She says, not perfect, but I'm still very pleased. Are you serious? This is perfect, you crazy girl. I will keep practicing. All pendants and wire from Jewellery Maker. Loving the new design and inspiration shows. There are so many new things, and I don't know where to start. A waffle win would be nice. Good luck to everyone. Sarah Clarkson from... Sarah, amazing. I can't seem to say Sarah Clarkson from Cheshire all really quickly.
No, it's very difficult to say that.
It is, yeah.
This is number 39. This is really pretty. Hi all at JM, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A bracelet made from rose quartz chips, rondelles and rounds, all from JM, and silver findings. I am back to work next week after being at home for 8 weeks after a foot operation.
Ooh.
I have watched JM all day and will miss my daily fix, but will be home in time for the afternoon shows and will still be able to watch the morning show on Wednesdays and weekends, so not all bad.
Rhoda Crowsite. Sorry.
Thank you. Dawn from Leighton Buzzard. He said, but a Redditch girl at heart, as this is my hometown.
God love
Oh,
her.
that's lovely. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you.
I was in Leighton Buzzard at the weekend.
Were you?
On Saturday. There was a show jumping event there.
It was,
It
darling.
was blinking muddy and blinking freezing.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I came home about £1 million poorer. Number 42, Blinking Daughters. It was lovely though. I didn't know how beautiful it was.
It is nice, pretty, isn't it?
Lovely. Look at this, talking of beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Everyone's loving butterflies at the moment. I'm so, maybe it's because they've gone.
I don't know. Insects are in, aren't they, for beginning of next year.
I love this. Hi everyone, this is from Jill in Bedford, by the way. Here is my entry for this week. All materials from Jewellery Maker. Beautiful blue stripe faceted agate with gold wire and suede cord. Hope you like it, and I'm lucky this week. Good luck to all. Oh, gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Very nice too.
It is very, very nice. Now, after the break, we have got for you more wonderful, polymer clay fabulousness is what Kirsty's calling it after the break. Don't forget, I've got that amazing strand for you. We have got, what have we got? Some booty. Can we do it? Please, can we do it? Yes, we're allowed. We're going to do it after the break. I love it so much. I know that in my heart is telling me that this is going to sell out in literally seconds, so please do not miss out on this one. The opportunity of opportunities is here for you. We've waited. We've got, I can't even believe, I came in this morning and I said, I didn't even realise that my life was not complete without this, my jewellery making life, and it's not, you need it. It's coming out after this.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Join our guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through using textures and layers, working with colours and adding foils and much more. This is a fascinating technique which gives the illusion of depth using layers of imprinted clay. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, Lisa Pavelka foils, use of all tools, buffet style lunch and refreshments. And all this for just £67.95. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker is part of the Genuine Gemstone Company for a reason. If we're going to offer you gemstones, then they have to be genuine. But the only way we can guarantee that is by getting a lab test. This guarantees that you're going to get genuine gemstones, and that's exactly what you deserve.
Book now to take part in The Experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of our TV studios, meet the presenters, and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments and a 3-course dinner. Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. from Miss It Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low prices. The Miss It Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
Join guest designer Mark Smith for our Chips and Nuggets DVD. Mark will guide you through a variety of projects and will give you inspiration on how to design using these uniquely shaped gemstones, as well as lots of hints and tips for your jewellery making. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
I'm sorry, I'm just having a little argument with Kirsty saying, don't be mean. She went, we can't do it now, we'll do it in half an hour. And I was like, I'm not talking until you let me do it. I'm sorry, I want to do it now, don't tease. Have a look. Right now, you need to be on the phone lines right away. If you fell in love like Debbie and I, everybody who's seen this has today, something completely different for your collections, something absolutely individual for your designs, something like you have never seen before. You're going to wish you'd bought 2 of these. You're going to wish you hadn't missed out if you're thinking, shall I, shan't I? Because in my heart, I know these are going to sell out very fast indeed. We have never ever seen anything like this strand before. Look at the size of them. Look how expensive these are. It looks like we've sliced into sterling silver here. You're on the phone lines. These sparkle beyond sparkle. They are exceptional for pendants. Laura Binding apparently is on the phone line. Oh, well, it's not surprising that she wants to wire up these. I think she's joined, I'm sure, by the wonderful Rachel Norris. I know every one of our designers. If you think about how Linda makes those contemporary crosses modern pieces, this is the one that deserves the hype. This is the one that is going to be the focal point to your designs. This is the one that's going to make you stand out from the crowd with your designs. If you are displaying your jewellery that you have made at that craft fair, at that Christmas fair, and you have these, something so different to anything anybody else has got. These would look amazing just hanging off the tree. They are super reflective. From either side, they're incredible. If you make a pendant with movement, you've got that mirrored side meeting. Oh my gosh, aren't they wonderful? Can you imagine this as a focal point in your soutache? Each one is wonderfully unique. These are going to make stunning rings, beautiful pendants. This is the must-have brooch strand. This is the must-have candle base strand. This is the must-have jewellery strand. You cannot miss out on this deal. 25% of the stock's been allocated already. Debbie, we're in love, are we not?
Oh gosh, yes. I saw some the other day and I looked at it and I went, oh, I don't know if I like that. And then Linda held it up to her neck and I went, oh my goodness me. It's just amazing. See, I put them back to back.
Like that?
And make a huge, yes, and put a tassel coming from the bottom of the most amazing amount of chain. A really big tassel of chain.
I know this is going to sell out. I know it. You've got to be quick. These have reflective edges. They are sparkly. Over 100 of these have already gone. I haven't even bought you your price tag. You are stacking up on the phone lines. I know that these are going to sell out. Please don't hesitate to check out baskets now. There is a queue on the phone lines right now. Anybody who's shopping online, unfortunately, to those on the phone lines has the advantage because you can see the price online. Let's give everybody their price tag. Unbelievable. Do you remember when we used to give you 4 small pieces of druzy for $24.95? That was the price for it then. We have never seen anything like this before. These are absolutely huge. They go up to 40 millimeters. These are big, these are powerful, these are deep. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my strand. You should have the same on yours. Look at this sparkle. I know so many people are multi-buying. Well done to you. There are queues on the phone lines. Please bear with them. 200 have been allocated. You must be quick. You mustn't miss out on this. Can you imagine a brooch? Can you imagine fastening up a dove grey scarf? One of these on a brooch. Maybe you want to do some polymer clay soutache around it. Maybe you want to do some actual soutache around it. Maybe it's, do you know, these feel, I've got to say, they feel wonderful. They're solid. They're absolutely solid. They have that reflective side to them. Give them some movement. There is a queue on the phone lines. Please bear with us. Yes, they're only $12.95. Yes, it's exceptional value. And I do absolutely think that these are going to go. I really believe they're going to go. Well over half the stock's already been allocated. The sparkle is beyond brilliant. The sparkle is beyond eye-catching. I know that you are going to wish you bought 2 of these, and so many of you are. A lot of you buying just 1, a lot of you buying 2 or 3. Oh my gosh. We've just had a text in from somebody thanking us. Thank you so much for doing this strand. Do you know what? She tried to make us wait another half an hour, but I was going to have one of my tantrums. I was going to do one of those things that 2-year-olds do where they throw themselves on the floor and do that spasming. But I didn't have to. After all, you've got all that to come, Oliver. Try and get that child in the car seat. Look at these. Oh my gosh, it's the sparkle, Debbie. I feel like I'm watching a magical movie.
It's fabulous. I mean, that actually nestled in the middle of one of the necklaces for the next kit would look stunning.
What about your first kit as well with all the clickers?
Oh,
what have you got there with that kit then? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what you're talking about.
That was in the middle of there.
Oh, let's try that. Let's try that. Sorry.
That was put in the middle of one of those coils.
I'm just going to rest it there. Polymer clay, this would look incredible with. Because of its ability to reflect so well, it's just going to go with absolutely everything. If you've got some hematite, I'm just thinking though, I really want to make a ring out of these. I love it. With the pyrites.
Gosh, that's huge. That would be a real showstopper, wouldn't it?
I love it. I love it.
Fabulous.
Oh my gosh, I'd buy that. If I saw a ring made out of this, I'd buy it straight away because it's all about chunky rings. Did you see Nicole Scherzinger actually wore a ring on each finger, big chunky ring. Can you imagine that? I mean, it's fab. Absolutely fantastic, and that's what it's all about. Fashion-wise right now is big, is chunky. These are just glorious. It looks like they're about to sell out. You've got to check out baskets right now. There's a competition between absolutely everybody. Multi-buy while you can. I don't think we'll ever get these back. Have you seen these in another colour? Because this is the first time I've ever seen them.
Like a mystic coating, yes.
I like the silver.
I like the silver actually. Yes,
they look like, do you know why I like them? They look like titanium. They're titanium colour.
Yeah.
That's why I love them. They look so expensive. Oh my gosh, did you get Laura Binding's DVD yesterday? If you did, you need this strand. I know she's on the phone. Unbelievable. We've got wire on Sunday. $12.90. I just can't believe how beautiful they are. And look at the edging. It's the edges I love because it looks like somebody's cut these. Do you know what I mean? Like they've just gone and sliced real silver or titanium. You know, it looks really magical. It's reminding me of magical places and magical things, and it's solid. It's nice and heavy. It's beautifully weighty. It just feels so expensive. Can you imagine? Right, I'm going to leave the last 20% with you. That's not a lot. So I reckon these will sell out in the next 10 minutes. Now, I'm going to give to you 10 packs of polymer clay. I don't know if you know much about polymer clay, Debbie.
Not really.
I've got only everything. Oh, have you got? Yes. Hang on a minute. Look at. You've got all these now, Debbie. You've got the little skin colour, the peach colour, anyway. What is it called? Or beige. Now, it's not the ecru one, it's the beige one. Can I make little people's faces out of that?
Yes, you can. I'd actually mix a bit of white into it, actually, because it bakes slightly dark.
Oh, right.
So
okay,
I would mix a little bit of white into it.
I have got also, I've got the ecru. Well, is that good for skin colour as well?
Yeah, that's okay.
Now I've got these lovely colours, and then I'm going to go Christmassy. I'm going to give you, now I always look at this first and think it's purple. I don't know whether it's because of my eyesight, but it's actually gold. But because the gold, we normally give you the gold swirls, do you know what I mean? It's got that purple, but it's not, it's that gold. Now you're also getting Christmas red and poppy red. So you've got the two different shades of red here. One's geranium, and one's pomegranate. Oh gosh. You don't realise how many shades of red there are until you put them next to each other, do you? And then you think to yourself, what's good for what? That's why you need Debbie's book. Then you've got the green. This is oh my gosh, the green sparkly. Elves' legs. Everything's about Christmas. Elves' legs. I've just had a thought. Ryan, you need to wear tights for our Christmas DVD. He'd be very happy about that, because we all know how much he's excited about Christmas. Never. Look at all of this. 10 wonderful colours. You have got the orange. Sorry, I started the wrong end, Kerry, for you, darling. I'm sorry. You've got the orange. I am selfish. I'm so sorry. You've got the denim blue. You have got the lapis blue. You have got the bright green pear. Oh, I love a pear. You have got the pomegranate. You have got, oh, it is pearl, not pear. I missed the L out because it's pearlised. I'm a Wally, aren't I? Then you have got the geranium red. You have got the gold, antique gold. The beige. You've got the rhino grey. And you have got the ecru. Look at all of these. So that is, how much should this be cost £20, shouldn't it? They're just under 20. Hang on, I'm confused by maths. So they should be altogether £19.95. You're about to get a very sneaky one, my darling jewellery makers. And if you have seen polymer clay elsewhere, you'll know how sneaky this deal is. Maybe you went to the NEC and you saw wonderful polymer clay, because there is the Polymer Clay Guild is usually at the NEC, and they are just fabulous, aren't they? I'm about to give you a very competitive price, I think. Try us out, not £19.95 today. And Debbie, you're going to like this one. I'm going to give you 10 polymer clays for just £12.95.
That is a ridiculous price. My goodness me. That's fabulous.
Debbie, do you tell everybody about our prices here at JewelleryMaker?
Because
you just went on a poly day, which is, a poly day is when you go on a holiday, but with your polymer clay. Poly day is what you did. You went on a poly day.
Alison will like you for that, Alison. It would start a song off, Alison, I think. She's the lady that runs it.
Do you tell everyone? Do they all
yes,
now
they
shop
do.
with us?
A lot of them are customers. When I go along, they all know the channel now.
Are they like, oh, it's Lady DB?
No, not at all. But they all say that the prices are absolutely excellent, and that the price of polymer clay at the moment is about £2.10, £2.15 in the shops per block.
Are they really? So this is a very, very good deal then,
Excellent
Debbie.
deal. Excellent deal.
comparative to the NEC perhaps, maybe even better.
Oh, better I would have thought, because we bought them at the old price. And the price has recently gone up, but we're still keeping to the old price. For the stock that we bought at the time.
£12.95, well over half the stock has gone. Rhino grey, beige, orange, bright green. And that's the one that actually was pearl, bright green pearl. Your pomegranate, you've got your navy blue, your ecru, your antique gold, your red, and your denim polymer clay as well. Gorgeous. Absolutely fabulous. Lots of you there on the phone lines. Please bear with us. We know that there's a queue. I'm so sorry. Lots of you still in for that druzy. We have very limited amounts of the druzy left now, so check out baskets if you are there. Otherwise, you do miss. You risk a big risk, by the way, of missing out. A couple of minutes on the phone lines, but as I say, it's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. You can get involved on the Webby, which is all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Kirsty, you said imagine the weight. I don't need to imagine because you can do the maths for me. There's 57 grams each and you've got 10 of them. 570 grams. That's it just in this. Oh, by the way, even though that's quite heavy, we're only going to charge you 1 P&P. Even if you think, right, I'm gonna grab loads, I'm gonna put loads in. 1 P&P is all you pay, £2.95. The rest is on us. There are 10 in your bundle. There are 10 different colours. Grab Debbie Bolford's DVD while you're at it. There's lots of different polymer clay projects that you can get involved in, and they're only £4.95. This is definitely a polymer clay glory day. Look at all of this gorgeous colour. £12.95. I'm doing the grapevine here because I'm so excited. Don't show them. I felt like that. What was it, Mad Lizzie who used to do that? Oh gosh, yes. I used to love doing that before I went to school. Now, I'm going to give you the Lisa. Oh, hang on a minute. I can't just say that, Kirsty. You're about to get. Are you really? Kirsty's just had the ox on the back phone, or the ox phone. It went. Literally, we've got the ox phone. It's just easier, and we know it's the ox on the end. And she picks it up and says, "What does the ox say?" Have you heard that song? The cow goes moo, sheep goes but. Brilliant, genius. Now, stay where you are. Where is it? Where did she sneak it? I haven't got it. It was snuck. Okay. I got it. Okay, all right. I am about to give you the most ridiculous price tag I think I've ever given you. This is for clay and crafts. You're going to get these. I'm opening it. Is that all right? Oh my gosh, can I take this home? I love it. Debbie, have you seen these?
Yeah.
You love these. I'm just being. Kirsty went, Debbie loves these. You didn't know we had these today. Otherwise, you'd have bought some jewellery that you'd already done.
Yes, because I did a necklace on one of the designer inspirations about a week ago, and I put some pictures and some leaves into links of chains, like little pictures.
I think this is wonderful. So what are they transfers?
They are water slide transfers. Do you remember when you're little, you used to have those transfers you put on your skin, you put water on, and then you peel the backing off, and it looks like you've got a tattoo?
I got boys.
Same principle, but onto paper, onto clay, onto resin, onto acrylics, things like that.
So I can put this on my polymer clay?
Yes, but you have to use liquid polymer clay over the top and underneath, unless you want it a crackled finish, because it's like putting hand cream on, otherwise it will craze when you bake them.
So I can put this on with paper as well?
You can put it on paper, actually. You can put it on paper, yes. As long as you cover it in a glaze, like a PVA glue on the top.
I can do this with my car craft. I can do this with my jewellery making. You've got your vintage stamps. I've never seen this.
Haven't you? They came in the same time when we had Lisa Pavelka texture sheets and everything. They were here at the same time.
I think this is wonderful. They are water slide transfers, and the genre is vintage. You've got Art Deco, you've got vintage photographs, you've got a romance, and you've got travel. They're easy to use sheets.
They'd be easy for people who do card making, who have got the card punches. Do you know what I mean? Those punches cut out shapes, because that you can use these also with your die cutting machines to put into the metal bezels. You can put them in and make like steampunk things. In fact, I've seen some of these done with moulds of the, not mine, but seen moulds of watch parts and put onto the vintage photographs and put into like lockets, like the old watch faces and things like that. They look really pretty.
So these are just kind of the same concept as the stick-on tattoos.
Yeah.
In our house, it's John Cena tattoos. These are much classier.
Right.
It is a wrestler, yeah. Now I'm going to read a little bit of the transcript from the back. Lisa Parvalka writes, trim the desired transfer to the size and shape using scissors before you apply. Once applied, craft knives and clay blades won't cut through the material. Additional trimming after the application should be done with scissors. Dampen the back of the transfer paper thoroughly with a few drops of water and allow to sit for 30 to 60 seconds. Then slide the backing away with your finger. Place the image face up over lightly coloured clay. These transfers are translucent and the colour of your polymer clay will show through and can alter the final look of the image. You seal the transfer with liquid polymer clay before baking. A very thin layer will leave a matte finish and a thicker layer a satin finish.
That is a point actually. Can I just say that depending what colour clay you put underneath, it changes the look. So silver will give you an old look, pearl will give you a slightly ivory finish, and white, they'll be the same colour as on the sheet. So they will change the look completely of every photo. Sorry.
Isn't that wonderful? These are full, Lisa Parvalka boasts quick and easy foolproof results, decorative frames, votives, books, treasure boxes and more. The instructions and tips are all included inside. These are what candles. I need this. Please, can I take this out? The price tag is ridiculous. Buy 10 of these, you're gonna love it. Homework projects. I looked at these and thought, homework projects, I thought scrapbooking, if you love to do your scrapbooking, how wonderful is this? It's just fantastic. These are transfers. So you just dampen the back, you cut it out first, you dampen the back, and then you peel it away and you pop it on polymer clay, on your scrapbook, wherever you want to put it, on card craft. These are going under £3, which is ridiculous. Debbie Bolford's eyes are popping out of her. But believe me,
that
Debbie,
really is ridiculous.
You're thinking I'm going to say £2.95, but I'm not. I know, and Steve's here today. £1.95. Get on the phone lines quickly because it looks like these are going to sell out. Lots of you on the website just going, this is worth getting.
That is amazing.
If you've never even dreamt of using transfers, if you've been watching, if you've been looking at craft books, if you've been going to the NEC and seeing all these uber talented people and you're inspired and you want to push your craft further, this is wonderful. £1.95. Unbelievable. In your scrapbooking, in your homework projects for the kids, worth just having a go for under £2. What can you can't even buy a drink for under £2.
No, and if anyone's, I know I say this every time, but I do mean it, anyone who does craft clubs, I mean, get a few of these and keep kids happy, and they can make all sorts of things, key rings and whatever. That is ridiculous.
Can I do it with the resin?
Yeah.
Resin keyring would be lovely.
Yeah, you can. You see, it's very difficult now to get non-copyright pictures that are as colourful as that actually, and that you're allowed to use. It's very difficult sometimes.
What's it called? There's a word for it. These are copyright free. It's called something. It's on the something list or something.
I can't remember.
These are absolutely fine and they're copyright free. So you're good. You're good to go. Full instructions are included. These are Lisa Pavelka. She's a craft expert. These are water slide images. It looks like, how many have I got left? Oh, they're going to sell out. So many of you there on the phone lines for these. £1.95. I love all of these vintage looks. I love this. the little cherubs. This is the romance that I'm showing you. So you've got 4 different styles. Then I'm going to show you something, girls, that you'll love. So look at all of these little cherubs. So romantic, so vintage. Have a look at all of those. Sorry. Oh look, aren't they wonderful? Then you've got the travel, which is just down below. I'm just going to show you the different genres before we move away. Look at that. Aren't they? They're just so romantic. So romantic. I just think, actually, these again are a very good gift. Maybe your best friend is a crafter. Have a look here at the vintage. Now I love these. I absolutely, they're very Art Deco, aren't they? And it's got that cool one of the women. We can do it, girls. I love that. I do. I just think, I mean, look how beautiful these are. Native American, gorgeous. Look at that, beautiful, absolutely beautiful Indian bride. I could stare at these images all day. I find all of this really, really interesting and really pretty. £1.95, no extra P&P. If you've already got an open basket, you've got to put this one in. You absolutely have. Maybe you've been thinking about getting into other crafts. How wonderful is this? It's just incredible. Now, I'm going to leave that one with you. How much stock have I got left, Kirsty? About 10% left, and that's it. 90% of the stock has gone and sold out. Now, I'm going to give to you more polymer clay. Debbie Bolford, have you put a Christmas tree in front of you to block my view from you?
I have.
She's doing secret stuff.
Yep.
All right, I'll allow that. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? The last pack of 10 sold out, gone. I'm so sorry if you missed it. I have got the pearly sparkly gold. It's the 18 karat gold, and my, it's sparkalicious. A beautiful sign, we're happy tonight. And I've got the silver. Now I've also got for you, oh I love this, the gold. I've also got for you the glittery, the gorgeously glittery. So you've got red glitter. Oh my gosh, the white glitter, that's like a frosted snowflake. I don't know if you can see that this is glittery, but it is very glittery indeed. And then I've got the green. Can you see that that's glittery or not really? So you have got 6 polymer clay colours. It's the Christmas colours bundle. Now, should we have a look at what we can create with the Christmas colours bundle? If you have a look at Debbie's wonderful tree, you'll see a very Debbie Bolford Christmas tree. Debbie Bolford,
yes, see.
You're all the way over there. Will you be creating your own polymer clay, or have you already Christmas tree decorations?
I already have Christmas tree decorations, actually. I do have some. I have made some, but not a huge amount.
But it's a wonderful thing to do, isn't it?
It is. You've got a little. Yes.
Have you got some polymer clay pieces going on your tree this year?
I have a couple, yes.
What are they? What are they?
One of the penguins, because I like the penguins sitting on a parcel.
I love it.
He's quite cute, and a Santa.
You've got to have a Santa.
Got to have
They're
Santa.
so expensive. We went shopping the other day for a few bits for Christmas, and reindeer heads. They're £3 each. What is going on? Tiny ones to go on the tree.
They're so expensive, and they do little polymer clay angels with little lacy sort of skirts and what have you. And they were £7 something or other.
They are expensive.
Really expensive.
They're beautiful though. We're having a massive tree as well, so it's going to cost the flipping earth. So I'm going to make them all. I better start now, actually.
I think you ought to.
I've got some already. I've been doing it since October. Christmas Eve with the kids, making something special on the bottom of the tree. If you're as organised as Kirsty, who's already wrapped her presents, we all know that Christmas Eve I will be going, I haven't got time for anything but wrapping and turkeys. And we're working on Christmas Eve, so you better, so we better get organised. We better get organised. If you want to make wonderful Christmas tree decorations from polymer clay, I would start doing it now, actually. As soon as you get this bundle home, I'd do it now. Do something every weekend, a collection every weekend, because otherwise it just catches up with you too quickly, doesn't it? There isn't long.
Yes.
There is not long, nearly just a month, in fact.
In fact, I think you should have made them before and now, making presents for other people's Christmas trees. One thing that I used to do is always give my son's teachers a decoration for the Christmas tree. And I even see the ladies still in the shops now. My son's nearly 21, and his nursery teacher remembers a rocking horse. Every time she gets it out, she looks at his name at the bottom. It's Michael and the date, and she's always
my gosh.
every time she sees me, she says rocking horse in the supermarket.
Oh my
Just a memory, you know. It's really pretty.
But Christmas decorations are full of memories.
they are.
Every year they come out and you remember putting up the tree, and every year the kids are getting older, and you know, it is a special time, and for me it's the most special time of the year. I love it so much. Christmas colours, your polymer clay bundle, 18 karat gold, 57 grams of each, by the way. Frost white, red glitter. You have got your gold, you have got, which is really sparkly. Half the stock's gone for this already, silver and green. You've got to get your Christmas colours if you want to create that gorgeous Santa, just like the one that you're seeing now. What about that? Oh, I love the snowman stripy scarf. You can get all of these polymer clays for the wonderful price tag of just £7.95. That really is, again, it's all about value today. It's all about you getting more for your money today at £7.95. You should be paying £12 for this. Unbelievable. MEGC00, the Christmas Colours collection. Oh, 3/4 of the entire stock has gone and sold out. You're keeping the kids busy over Christmas. Keeping the kids busy now at the weekends whilst you prepare for Christmas. Getting them involved, getting them making things for the Christmas tree to give to their grannies, to their granddads, to their aunties. You know, it's such a nice gift to give. If you start doing it now, it'll be ready. All of these will be ready. If you live far away from your family and you want them to have a little bit of you on their Christmas tree, make a Christmas tree decoration and send it to them through the post perhaps. £7, I know I'll be doing that because I won't be with my family. Well, I'll be with my family, but I won't be with my extended family over Christmas. We've got lots of cousins and we've got lots of aunties, and my mum and they'll all be in Cheltenham, and I'll be with my children and my partner in Hertfordshire this year for the first time. So we're not going to be together. There will be phone calls. 7, 9, we'll be in Hertfordshire. That hardly ever happens. I've never heard that, no. £7.95. Oh, my phone lady. Stay on the phone lines for this one. You are about... we're about to run out of stock. You're about to miss the opportunity if you don't get on the board now. It's definitely a Sculpey day today. It is a Sculpey day today. Should we do some more Millefiori in a bit? Should we do another kit first though? This is uber sparkly. We're not going to have a demonstration of this kit because Debbie is busy preparing right now to get Millefiori-tastic. Now, we're going to see leaves in a moment, which I'm very excited about. Have a look at this. This is so sparkly. Actually, you know what? You've got to have this. If you bought, oh yeah, if you bought your druzy, you know it makes sense. Oh, I love that. Is that sold out now? It's gone, it's sold out. Oh, can't I have it? Can I have this one then? Oh, we got 3. We got 3 left. She's looking that she might have been a bit generous there. It's gone, has it? Have a look. Have a look. Red in this Labradorite is the power of Labradorite, the Labrador essence. It's just so striking, isn't it? And you're always going to make that double take piece of jewellery. I love that you've got such wonderful, wonderful quality. I'm going to show you this strand actually individually because it's truly beautiful. Sorry, Kerry, have a look. Just call me Mrs. Whippy Hand. Look at that. Whipping it out. Look at that. Oh. Do you know, who needs words when you've got strands like this? I mean, come on. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I love Labradorite because you look at it and you just think, you sort of double take. And if you're as nosy as I am, and if your customers are as nosy as I am, and they're sort of walking past, they go, they want to know if it was their eyes going mad, if they were going bonkers, or did they just see like a lightning flash go past the gemstone? And it is that mesmerising, isn't it? Well, you know how passionate I am about Labradorite. It's one of my favourite gemstones in the world, and I include diamonds in that. Now, look at the depth. Ooh. Aubergine. Deep, deep, deep aubergine. Amethyst. Isn't it glorious? And I've got to say, I've found a new love in amethyst. I used to think, yeah, love amethyst, but I've known about it for so long. I used to get excited about the new things, the new. I take it back to classic. Look at this colour. Have you seen so many vintage pieces? I mean, the depth of purple here is striking. Very vintage. The cut is making it feel vintage. The colour is making it, well, this is the colour, deep, rich purples, deep, rich reds, deep, rich greens that the gentry would wear, that the royals would wear, ancient kings and queens would wear. And it's a display of wealth colour. Well, it isn't now, but actually I think we sort of think about that. If you go to a stately home and you see the portraits of a proud king and queen or the lady of the manor, they were always dressed in striking colour and great cloth and wonderful embroidery, because that was a way of showing off wealth. These are going to be amazing in soutache. These are going to be wonderful. I mean, look at this, look. I mean, that looks like a scene almost, doesn't it? It looks like this incredible dramatic scene. You've got these wonderful natural gemstones. You've got these fabulous cuts and shapes. You've got lovely luster. You have got sparkle. It's almost, it's got that majestic, ethereal, magical, Age of Dawn sort of edge about it, hasn't it? Really, really dramatic, actually. These are very, very dramatic together. I'm going to also give you your beading materials, and I'm going to give you 98 findings to boot. If you are shopping with us for the first time here at Jewellery Maker, I'm not just going to leave you, oh my gosh, you've got sterling silver findings with this as well. I'm not just going to leave you with your kit. You're also going to get a free tutorial DVD with your very first order. You're going to get a step-by-step book. And I'm also going to give you a JM Hub magazine every month through your door for free. If you don't receive that and you are an existing customer, just let us know, because you should be receiving it every month now. You've got your heart chain in here. I've said to you many times, I've got these heart chains just with a lobster claw clasp on the end, and I've got them in every single precious metal colour. Now, Debbie, you had this kit. Talk to me about why you enjoyed it so much.
I just think it's a very classic combination of gemstones. Everything everybody will recognise, everything everybody will feel confident with, and the addition of sterling silver makes this an extremely special kit. The amethyst is so beautiful. The shine of it is superb, and the Labradorite is just second to none. I just love it.
I just adore what you've done as well. Let's have a look at the necklace, and then I'm going to go for the grab and come and grab the rest of it. I mean, how gorgeous is this? Look at the sparkle, look at the colours together. They're very dramatic, they're very elegant, they're very Joan Collins, actually. Do you know what I mean?
They're lovely.
They're rich looking.
Absolutely. You could wear this for your special occasion, to go out and really stun people with a fabulous evening dress, you know?
Oh, sweeping in.
Yes, stunning.
Oh. Let's give you a price tag. Now, don't forget, you've got solid sterling silver findings with this kit. All of this for just, now, this kit was supposed to be £10 almost, £10 more than this. Now, have a look at what you've got. You've got the heart chain there, really helping to bring out the wow factor of the amethyst. I love these earrings. I think you can make some very gem heavy, very sparkly pieces of jewellery that your customers are going to really love, and so are you. You're going to love designing with this. Make sure you're checking out baskets. So many of you with open baskets. We are going over to Debbie momentarily to have a Miller Flory session, and we're going to be doing leaves. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The collection. That's how you feel about it. It's like the collection, isn't it? I love that. I love the heart chain. It really does lend itself to the kit so well. Right, you need to be quick with the Lisa Palvelka stamps. We are about to sell out. They were only £1.95. We're in single figures of those, so you do need to act fast if you want them. £1.95. Try them. Now, I'm going to give to you your leaf techniques. Which one is it? Number 27. I haven't got that here. It's probably on the side. Is it all the greens and browns? Yeah, and the blades. Yeah. Well, it's your leaf one, so I'm going to give the leafy colours. Leaf it out. Oh dear. I don't know. It's not that funny, Kirsty. She thought that was tickled her. That did. Now, you have got the olive. Last 2 polymer clay bundles, sold out, gone. You got your olive green. Oh my gosh, this sparkly green. It's that pearly one again, isn't it? I love it. Green pearl. That's my favourite one. These are your leaf colours Debbie is going to demonstrate. This for me is caterpillar green. Can't Debbie have mine? Debbie can have mine. This one's called wasabi. In my house we put wasabi on everything. Have a look. Oh yeah. Well, we a lot of my family are Japanese, you see. So there's a lot of Japanese cuisine going on. Then we've got my son, instead of bags of crisps, he eats the sheets of blinking seaweed. No, sheets of seaweed. He loves it, yeah. The ones you roll sushi up in. He loves it. He's a strange lad. Then you've got the sparkly copper, and you have got the rhino. I really like that rhino grey. I really like that. Is it wrong that I love it so much? Then I have got the burnt, I love this, burnt umber. Doesn't it sound fabulous? Umber. I like the word umber. Then I've got the blades. Sorry, did I make you jump again? Because I made myself jump. Then I've got, Kirsty made me jump earlier by shouting, Debbie! And I went, wow! Look at all of this. And these are for your leaves. Now, I'm very excited by flowers and leaves. I think they are always going to be a big seller. Have a look at what you can create. Here's an example of Debbie creating leaves right now. Again, we're talking to you about one of the projects on the look, she's so clever on the DVD. She's wonderful. And don't worry if you're not getting this, Debbie's going to talk us through it, and we have got the DVD available for you today. The colours that you see there, that was the black, the wasabi, and the olive green. Oh, I do love a wasabi nut. And you've got the cutters there as well. These are tissue blades. They're very, very thin, and they are very, very sharp. You keep all of these in the packet. They will keep. Don't worry, you can store them in your graded plastic boxes. They will keep. And if they're all packaged, they'll be fine. And the same with your blades. You know, if you've already got your blades today, it's always worth having spares. Always. Let's give you another wicked price tag. Should be £14 worth of clay plus the blades. We're giving to you. Whoa! How much are the blades on their own, Debbie? Do you know?
Do you know, I did go and look at this a couple of weeks ago. I will find out for you in a second. I'll find out.
The whole bundle, £14 worth of clay.
That's ridiculous. I think they're about £12, I think.
What, the blades are 12 quid on their own?
I'll double check, because I've got it written down in my handbag, but I'll find out.
Well, we sell them for £7.95, I've just found out. But you've seen them for more than that.
I'm sure I have.
This is ridiculous. The value you're getting is crazy, and you're all appreciating that. Half of the stock has already gone and sold out. Should we go over to can we go to Lady B and see some, get leaf in? Let's do it, £11.95. Debbie is using some of the colours that were in the previous pack because they were open, and you need to condition the clay when you're using it because you want to warm it up a little bit, and it's very cold in this studio unless your name's Debbie Bolford, and then it feels like you're roasting in an actual pot. I'm always cold.
I know, you've always got freezing cold hands.
And do you know, I'm always cold, and everyone in my family is like, it's roasting in here, and I literally hug the Aga because I'm so cold all the time. I don't know why I'm taking this with me. I feel like I want it. Let's go. You ready, round out? Let's go on over to Lady GB and have a look at her in action, doing those leaf techniques that we so want to learn. I so want to learn this.
Well,
I'm just going to warm up.
Oh, God, you're so cold.
You're so hot.
Well, it's just senior moments, I'm afraid. You know,
no, I think...
feet up, it's just on fire.
Is it horrible? Well, I'm here for you as your little personal ice block. There you go, darling. See, when you're ill, I'm there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm like Jenny Nightingale.
That's better now. Right. To do a leaf, I'm not going to do a complicated leaf. I do 2 or 3 on the DVD, but this is a really simple one. I know I've shown you before, but it's something that's really popular. So, I'm going to do it in black and white. So, you take a white little sausage of clay and a sheet of black clay. Just move that over a little bit. There you go. And a sheet of black clay. and you roll it up to be like a licorice all sort. Roll it up, press that down.
Yeah.
And if I roll it back, oh, it's stuck. Never mind.
What happens
if I roll
there?
it back,
How
if
does
I
it,
roll it back, there's a little impression. You'll get a line where it's sort of touched, so you know where to cut.
Okay.
But it just wanted to fall apart for some reason. So there we go.
Because it's not warm yet.
Yeah, probably. So there you've got your sort of licorice all sort. Look.
Yeah,
okay?
that's made me hungry.
Right, sorry. So
I love
now,
licorice.
do you?
Oh, I love it.
Very
I love
good for you,
any
isn't it?
food actually, apart from anything really, really, really spicy hot.
Oh, right.
Because I
Licorice
can't
is
taste
very
the
good
actual
for you.
food then.
No, I don't see the point of that.
No.
I used to, but I don't like it.
Oh, my daughter and Lee, then the spicier the better.
Now, when you've got it to about the length of your tile, really, this is about an 8-inch tile, you press it so it's oval. See that? You lose the circle and you just get like an oval shape on the bottom. And cut it in half. Put it on top of each other, like so. Sorry. So, I'm going to cut it in half again and put it on top.
I'm really resisting the temptation to bite into that.
No, can't do that. Then
Looks so tasty.
it does. Now you've got like this long rectangle. I want that to be a square.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Just squish it.
Push. Is that difficult? Is there a lot of pressure? going?
No, not really. It's fine. So it doesn't matter if it's all squidged over. I'm not bothered. In fact, it looks more natural with a leaf if it's not perfect. Then I'm going to cut that one in half.
So just to reiterate,
And
you've
it's
put
now-
4 together, yeah?
I have. And now it's sort of the same size one way as it is tall. Okay, so it's now like a square rather than a rectangle. All right?
Yeah.
Then you put this against a piece of acrylic, which I haven't got with me at the moment, but I can put it on my tile.
I can get you one if you want.
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
Put it on my tile. Perhaps the camera will pick this up better, actually. Put it on my tile. I want this pattern here to touch this tile.
Oh, how?
But I want this piece here, if I get my reamer, I want this one to touch the tile, and I want this bottom here to stay where it is. I don't want it to lift, I want it to stay where it is, all right? So I'm going to push, push.
I see everything's suddenly become clear. This is like Tony Hart and Heartbeat. You know, do you know what I mean? When you used to watch him and you used to think, what on earth is that man doing with these beach pebbles? And then it all became clear.
Oh, yes. And then do a second one, move it, wrong way, move it over a bit, and do it the opposite way. So I'm going to go that way. Okay. Like so.
Making a triangle, yeah?
Yeah, and put it together. Now I'm not going to actually put this together, but you can see there, you've got a leaf.
Hey up.
But what you can do is at the bottom part, from where this one ends, you can put a really nice splash of colour.
Would that be green ordinarily? What would it be?
Yes, I've just used something out of the kit.
That looks
really.
like a little tree now.
You can make it sort of a lovely shades of green. You can put some brown down the middle, and there. If I slice that in the middle, it looks a bit better. Just slice it.
Like Kirst is saying, that could be feathers as well. Is it the same
absolutely.
technique?
Yes, same for feathers. I think on the Fusion DVD with Rachel Norris, we do some leaves and feathers together, or the leaves look like feathers. Same technique, so that's one to get if you like that. But there you are.
Oh, Debbie.
And these look fabulous if, I like them in black and white, I like them as they are, quite frankly. These look lovely. If you take a slice, twist it, so it looks like a leaf.
Earring.
And pop a little earring, and you can probably get to...
I love Debbie Balford too, Kirsty.
Probably about 14, 16 earrings, and I've used less than a quarter block of clay. So you put a little black onyx bead on the top, or a little pink onyx, and a little pink agate rather, and you've got a really pretty little earring.
LBD, we love you. That's Lady DB.
Lady DB, thank you very much.
LDB.
Thank you. There we are. Really simple technique, and it looks lovely in all colours. All right.
I just think you're amazing.
Well, no. All these techniques are found in loads of people's books. It's not my ideas. A lot of these came from other people.
Well, the whole thing is amazing. I know, people, I
Excuse me.
know, but it is you showing me how to do it. The way you show me how to do it is wonderful. The way it comes together is wonderful. It's structured, it's prepared, it's thought about, and it's simple. And there aren't many things we can do in this world that actually boast any of those things, and it's wonderful. It really, really is.
It's nice. I mean, you can make these into flower petals, you make these into butterfly wings, you can do all sorts of things with this leaf technique. You can do so many patterns with those. I think it's a nice one to do.
And this is the medium that you've chosen to take on and really run with. And this is the one you go to meetings of,
yes,
polymer
I make
clay.
sure that I go to courses quite often to keep myself up to date with everything new that's coming out and new products that are coming out, which we've got some new ones hopefully coming in a little while. But yes, I just like to keep my knowledge there. You know, I just like to know what's happening really, and it's something that will never ever. I'll never ever learn everything.
Which is wonderful. You never know it all, do you?
Nope.
Debbie, when you go on these little conventions, is it just jewellery makers, or are there people who just do some completely
Liz Welsh came with me on the
she?
last time.
Lovely
Yeah. Liz came along and had a fabulous time, and she's very talented with polymer clay. I have to say, she's very good. Watch this space.
You better lock her in a cupboard.
I will lock her in a cupboard. Quite quickly.
But what is it?
But she loved it. I just think crafty people love using their hands to make craft. It's just one of those things that if you're good at this, you're probably good at patchmaking and patchworking and card making and that sort of thing.
I think we can all be quite good at this though, Debbie, if I'm honest. I'm not very crafty in a natural way, but I do enjoy it, and I think I would enjoy working with this.
You can put your personality into this as well.
Yeah, let's hope not.
With pigs and horses.
But it is about injecting your own style, isn't it? And in fact, we're going to go and see just what you've been doing. What have you been up to lately? Let's check out the Wall of Fame. Got my hair caught.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
A bit of a problem.
Just having a Jenny moment, yeah.
Do you want me to do this one?
I love those.
I like the way it's photographed.
I love crosses. I love them.
Like that over the toolkit, don't you think that's really good?
I do, and she's bought every colour of the chain.
Very good.
Oh,
this
Chris.
is number 37. These will sell really quickly.
Yes,
these
will.
Are coming in, crosses are coming in big time, aren't they, in January?
To me, they've always been a big, because my gran was so into the church and stuff, and I used to love just holding her crosses and looking at them and thinking how pretty they were. And, you know, if it's not, it doesn't have to be about religion, of course.
No.
Not as religious as she was at all.
But they're coming in chunky, aren't they, in January? Big, huge. Oh, fabulous. Anyway, I'll get back to this. This is from Chris. Well, hello there, JN, Christine says. I really missed you at the NEC last weekend. It wasn't the same without you. Oh. My entry this week is made with various wires, bronze, gold and silver and citrine, green agate and amethyst. A friend asked me to experiment and make a cross for her, and she ended up buying one of them. Oh. So she should. I think they're absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love those.
Chris.
See,
really lovely.
I'd buy one of those. Amethyst cross I got for my gran. It's the last piece of jewellery I bought her, and I love it.
Very
I
nice
just well, they're very good. She's done this in a very beautiful way, and it's very crisp, very clean, very neat and tidy. I like that a lot. Number 34. Now, Debbie, you just said I love that. It's very futuristic. I'm feeling like these are like planets.
I like
great.
circles and lovely.
Hazel from Durham. Your number 34. Really futuristic. I love this. I love working with circular gemstones. You're just like Debbie Velford, Hazel. So I can insert other gemstones in the middle. Simple pleasures are the best. They are, Hazel. Well done. Absolutely gorgeous. Short but sweet there from you. Absolutely fab.
And this is number 36. Yeah, I think so. This is from Jackie in Stratford-upon-Avon. Oh, just down the road.
Yeah, lovely Stratford.
Hi JM, loving the show. Here's my entry for this week's. It's peach moonstone with black rutile quartz from JM and memory wire from my stash. Really need a win to make jewellery for a Christmas fete. Many thanks from Jackie in Stratford-upon-Avon. That's lovely. The problem is with a fete, you've got outlay, haven't you, first? You've got to buy the gemstones to make things, hoping you're going to get your money back. So it's a big investment, but worth it.
It is, especially
when you make jewellery like that.
Well, and you know what? I think once you get started, because Carol and Ruth do it, don't they, in Stratford-upon-Avon as well?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Wow.
This is a Rachel Norris, isn't it?
So neat.
Look at the gemstone. I mean, this is amazing. Is it Rachel Norris? It's Emma in Norwich. Absolutely amazing.
Lovely.
Emma says, my entry to this week is an amethyst and silver plated wire ring from JM. I'm doing a Christmas craft fair this weekend. Let us know where it is. Let me see. so I've been making lots of rings for the fair and to stock my online shop. As of the 20th of November, I will be self-employed as a jewellery designer stroke artist and all-round creative person. Woohoo! If you could please read out my Facebook page, that would be great. I will. I can be found at Emma Wyatt, WYATT Art. And Emma says, good luck. That's Emma Wyatt Art on Facebook. Good luck to everyone and fingers crossed for a win. Emma in Norwich. Emma, good luck. Good luck for your craft store this weekend. We are sending best wishes to you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
It is number 35. I love this.
I picked that one out earlier. Did you remember? I've seen this design. I
really like this. This is from, it's Emma and Gary, Maidstone.
Oh, Emma and Gary.
Loving the longer shows, however, my bank balance isn't. Never mind. I have a new obsession and it's called Kumahimo.
Good girl.
I'm loving the bundles of the satin cord you've been doing and I'm now swimming in reels of it. It's obviously everywhere. Here is my latest design that I've started doing for my events. Friendship bracelets with Kumahimo braid and gemstones, all sterling silver, where the Kumahimo ends have been used from my stash, but the rest of it is all from JM. I hope you like it. They are proving popular with my customers. Lots of love and huggies from Emma and Gary from Maidstone. That's beautiful.
Do you know, they do a lot of craft stalls, Emma and Gary.
They do. They know Mark, don't they, quite well, I think.
They do, and it was Emma's design with the 3-row spacer bar I always talk about.
Oh, yes.
With the precious gemstones.
Lovely.
Honestly, love the jewellery. Yeah, well done for getting involved with macrame. Now, we are going to go to a quick break, and afterwards we have got, what have we got after the break? Something cheeky.
Oh wow, what's that?
Clear quartz. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Look at that colour.
Like bubbles.
$11.95 is not the price for these. They're coming up for you after this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. from Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low prices. The Miss It Miss Out Show, only on Jewellery Maker.
The clarity of these gemstones is exceptional. They are literally like bubbles, like fairy bubbles. And look, think about running your coloured bead. Look at the glow. They're breathtaking, aren't they? Think about making just a ring out of these, clutching onto them with whatever coloured wire, because it'll all go. I particularly am fond of the idea of gold wire with these. I'm particularly fond of the idea of antique bronze wire or silver wire with these thick, thick, thick wire prong setting. You know, just like the wonderful Wall of Fame Emma that just did the rings, and she was in where was she from? And I said, oh gosh, she's been inspired. Norfolk or somewhere like that. Norwich, that was it. Now, these would look wonderful in the centre of one of Emma's designs, wouldn't they? Absolutely stunning. Now, you can treat these as individuals, but actually they will look wonderful just in a simple stretchy bracelet. And it's going to be that piece of jewellery that you can wear with literally anything that's in your wardrobe. It will pick up the light. It's going to look incredibly beautiful as an over-the-head necklace. Long chain. If you've invested in any of our chain deals that we've bought for you over the last couple of days, then you'll be wanting gemstones like this, because a couple of inches of silver chain or gold chain or rose gold chain in between each one over the head is going to look striking over the top of that nice thick jumper, that sparkly jumper perhaps that you've got in your collection. Now, we're going to give to you the opportunity to grab each one of these. I'm going to count them. Oh, and you get the whole strand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. And have a look. How fabulous is that colour? How wonderful is that clarity? Well, they're totally colourless, aren't they? Incredibly beautiful. We're going to give you a hot deal on these clear quartz. Debbie, where is, you know, we were both looking at this thinking, wow, they just glow. And I'm looking at these and I'm just thinking, I want a stretchy bracelet, I want a stretchy bracelet and a ring. But actually there's so much more scope, and there is a point where I need as many clear gemstones of exuberant clarity that I'm seeing here in my stash. And where would it fit for you?
Well, it's like I'm going away for a couple of days next week, and it's a sort of thing that you could make a necklace and literally just take one with you, because it will go with everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those useful gemstones that you think, rather than take every colour of piece of jewellery away with me, I only need one, because it will go with absolutely everything. But you can either put that with something stunning like the druzy and make it look really, really stunning for evening, or you can put it with some pyrite or some little silver beads. You could wear it to work, you could wear it out to dinner. I just think it's one of those things that would go right from morning right through to evening.
I agree with you. I just think it's got that lovely, it's almost got moonlight. You know how the moon.
Do you know what I would do with that? I would put a cage of silver wire around it or something, and just have it like almost like a mystic. What were those? Is it something Mayan balls? You used to have the silver balls that used to tell you a fortune, and just have that in a
well, I need
cage.
This. I've never heard of that. I need it.
Yeah.
You know I'm a sucker for things like that. Get yourself on the phone lines. We're going to give you another wicked price. If you've got an open basket already, here's one to pop in, because we're not going to charge you any more than 1 P&P throughout the day. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. HLG P75 is your item code. Under £10 for the whole entire strand. These are big, they've got clarity, they have got that glow. Aren't these fabulous? 520 carats, they're 14 by 20 to 17 by 23 millimetres for £9.95. You have got something exceptional. Well done to you. Do check out baskets if you're shopping with us online today. Have a look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. I think think I'm going to give away a bead scoop, I've just decided. I'm going to do it with Debbie's last bundle.
Okay.
It's on my head. It's happening. What does the arc say now? Which number shall we do? Let's go to the, let's do the Mille Flory DVD on its own, actually. We are going to be giving away a bead scoop today, a cheeky one. So stay tuned for that. Straight in at £4 and 45. I thought they were £4.95, but indeed not anymore. £4.45. GLT. Oh, I know why, because we did the. I know. The Mille Flory.
The purple bracelet.
With this, Debbie.
Purple one.
Debbie wants to give away her purple bracelet. Are you sure? We're going to do that in a minute instead of a bead scoop.
Well, no, I don't know. It's up to you.
The Mille Flory DVD, £4 and 45. There's 6 different projects on the Mille Flory DVD. It's absolutely wonderful. Here's just a few of the techniques that you can learn by grabbing Debbie's Mille Flory DVD. Have a look. It's discounted because the spelling is wrong. Listen, I can't even say it right, let alone spell it. It's not happening. There's only a letter. We missed a letter out. It's still a brilliant DVD. It doesn't affect anything. I don't care about spelling, do you? £4 and 45. I didn't know until someone pointed out, because I can't spell anyway. I can't add up and I can't spell. £4.45, as long as I can learn something incredible, that's all I care about. Look at the projects. It's a Japanese, we believe, technique is Mille Flory, and this is the polymer clay way of introducing Mille Flory into your designs, whether it's for home ornaments, whether it's for wonderful earrings, jewellery, of course, whether it's for pendants, whether it's for brooches. Mille Flory is going to be really popular, I think, with your customers because it is so blinking beautiful. And you've got the gorgeous pleasure of Debbie Volford's company in your sitting room or your living room. And the DVDs you can stop and start. £4 45. We've had requests for this. We will be giving away one of Debbie's bracelets, this purple bracelet. If you keep watching the show, we will do that instead of the bead scoop in one of Debbie's bundles. Now, these are lovely. Hang on. Now, where have I got those? Oh, they're here. It's behind you, they just said. Okay. Right, I have got, these are brand new colours, Deb. Brand new colours?
Yep.
How often do brand new colours happen?
Not very often, at all.
Should we not be making a massive fanfare about this? Have we seen these before on air?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think one of them we have, but the others probably not.
Purple pearl. So it's pearlescent. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is like a satin ball gown. It's got that wonderful fine glitter in it. And then you've got translucent red, Debbie. Translucent.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh gosh.
It's more of a pinky shade, I have to say, rather than
like
red.
a coral, actually, isn't it?
When it bakes, it will go a little bit darker than that.
Oh my gosh. And then you have got, what are we calling this? Crimson.
Beautiful, isn't it? Really, really love it. The 3 lovely colours. I think we've seen the purple pearl before. I've seen that for a while, but I think it's probably new to us. But the other 2 I haven't.
They're brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker. Brand new. We've never seen at Jewellery Maker these colours. These 2 are new, actually, out there right now. We've seen the pearlised purple before elsewhere, but not here. So this is a premiere. This is a polymer clay premiere. We've got brand new colours. You don't have these in your collections yet. Get yourself on the phone lines. We all love something new. We all love to be the first to create things that nobody else has created. So here perhaps is your opportunity to do just that. A trio of brand spanking new colours. You have got the translucent red, the pearlised purple, and you have got the crimson hue. I love that. It's like a real rouge noir, isn't it? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We're all wearing that in nail polish here at Jewellery Maker. FXGC04 is your item code. This is the polymer clay brand new colour.
Oh, that's silly. It's new colours.
It's brilliant. Get on the phone lines. Brand new today, new colours, $4.95. You get 3 for that price tag. Debbie, if I'm shopping elsewhere, can I expect to see price tags a lot higher?
Absolutely, you can.
So I shouldn't get used to that?
No, goodness me, no. No, at the moment the prices are low because we bought some stock at low price. That won't last much longer.
How much would I expect to pay if I was going somewhere else?
$2.10, $2.15 each.
I love that you're getting 3 for £4.95. This is an incredible deal. There are lots and lots of you on the phone lines now. You must check out baskets if you're shopping with us online. You're there. So many of you on doing it the Webby way. But if you're doing it on the phone, 0800 644 655, we're not gonna charge you any more than that 1p&p. It's £2.95, no matter how much you have got in your basket. If this is your basket opener of the day, don't forget to pop the Lisa Palvelka that deal for $1.95 with the Lisa Palvelka transfers. Madness. Now I'm going to give you a brand. Now we've been talking about cubes quite a lot today, Debbie and I, and had a very popular. Now I keep talking about Sarah because it was wonderful seeing her do the freehand bead stitching, and she was doing that with the thread and needle, threading her beads. Now squares are great because they will always butt back up against each other. They will go side to side. Obviously a round can't do that. Rounds are wonderful for so many other projects though, so we'll let rounds off. But you've got the square here. Now these are corner drilled, so they offer more of a contemporary look than a through drilled because they will sort of hang like a dice, if you know what I mean. They've got that sort of edginess about them. If you love angular gemstones, well actually these look great made into charms because they've got such wonderful texture. If you love that angular look to your pieces, if you love that contemporary modern look to your pieces, then this is most certainly one for you. Debbie, these corner drilled cubes, have you ever used a gemstone in this shape?
Yes, I have. And if you tie 4 together, it will come together as a perfect square, you know. And you could do a most fabulous cuff because of that. They'd actually all the corners will knit together.
Do I weave it? How do I do that?
You'd have to use thread or monofilament for that.
Okay. Now we're going to have to move very, very fast because we're running out of things left, right and centre. We've still got loads of goodies to bring to you. So Kirsty's going to give you a price tag straight away. FJGP10, £8.45 is your price tag, which is wonderful for a brand new strand of Amazonite. These are called disco cubes. I like it. They're between 8 and 9 mil. They're not 8, yeah, they're between 8 and 9 mil on the slight graduation. Now, I'm going to give to you another wonderful bundle. Bit of colour. Let's have a bit of colour. Now, if you bought these colours in polymer clays, you're going to want them in the gemstones as well. Have a look at what you've got. You've got the crackle quartz, you've got the blue, and you've got the pink.
Isn't it nice to have colour? Because sometimes this time of year it's all greens and browns, and it's lovely to see something that's quite jolly and cheerful, and I like that.
Do you know, Debbie, as well, sometimes you get those days where you just don't want to work with the neutral shades. You want a bit of colour.
Right,
you want to dance around the kitchen a bit with colour, don't you? And actually, I think the strand of agate, the ovals, they're actually very natural. So they're not.
No, they are. They are lovely, actually. They are beautiful.
They're floral brights. So you've got the brights in the blues and the pinks. You've got the more subtle colours with the ovals there as well. We're going to give you another wonderful deal. I'm going to have to boom through all of these for you. So I'm sorry if you feel like I'm hopping, skipping and dancing, but that's the way it's got to be. LTG C50, because I want to give you as many bargains as I can. A trio for just £10.95 with an extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year. Now you've got, can you tell me the millimeterage on my rings, please? Thank you. The shell pearl. Those gorgeous pearls are, the shell pearls are 8 mil. And then you've got 6 mil on the blue quartz And the ovals are 13 by 18, and it's a limited edition, and lots of you loving this one, lots of you with open baskets. I am so sorry to be pushing you, to be moving so quickly. We still do have availability, but I've got to move fast because we have got so many wonderful things to bring to you and not enough time in which to do it. Now I'm going to give to you some more. Oh, I love this. Tell me which one we're going to give Debbie's beautiful bracelet with, the last one. If you get Debbie's last bundle, you will, one lucky person, it will be included in your package, will be Debbie's bracelet. How lucky would that be if you won that? How lovely. Now I'm going to give to you, aren't these beautiful? Oh, look at this colour. It's called, what is it called? What is this colour? Beige. You've got the pearl. You've got the rhino. Now, I've been seeing these gilding flakes everywhere in the crafty world, Debbie Bolford. Where do we use gilding flakes as far as polymer clay is concerned?
Polymer clay is fabulous for attracting things like foils and inks and what have you. You can use things like that. Foils need to be put on, but when you put them on, you need to actually take your finger and press them on. Don't rub them, because they won't work properly. Whoops, you just need to press them into the clay.
You almost push them on, don't you?
Yes, you do, you push them on. But it's also good to use if you're doing something like makumigane, where you're making holes in the clay and slicing, and you can put the foils on the back, so when you put your lovely designs on, you can see it through the holes. Just a little spy of all these little glitter. So it's lovely to use.
Like when you get little beams of light coming through.
Yeah.
Now you're
really
also
special.
Well, do you know what, Debbie? You're getting a brooch finding here as well. Do you make a lot of brooches?
That is beautiful.
Isn't it?
I saw that the other day. I thought, how beautiful that is.
You'll like this bundle, Debbie. You've got the 3 lots of polymer clay. You've got your gilding flakes as well. All for just... Hang on, let me put that there for you. Stay there. All of this for just £14.95. The gilding flakes literally are, I think they must be vacuum packed things. So when you open them, they go poof. I like it. You have a little gilding flake explosion, which I enjoy. You have got that fabulous, sterling silver cameo brooch mount. It has got, and you don't just have to use that for polymer clay. You can use that for other things as well. But you have also got the little loop on the top as well if you want to use it as a bracelet, as a necklace mount, pendant mount. You could use it as a ring, I reckon. It's just nice to have that frame, isn't it? And it's there for you, £14.95. So you have got, it's sterling silver with that brooch mount as well. You've got the gilding flakes. How much are gilding flakes on their own normally? £4.95. You're getting great value here then, because you've got that sterling silver as well. There's so many gilding flakes everywhere. £3.95 on its own, just under £2. And then you've got, oh my gosh, then you've got the pendant finding. That's loads on its own normally, isn't it? It's one of our most, this is a great deal, £14.95. This is the polymer clay brooch bundle. Do you get involved with lots of brooches, Debbie? Will there be a DVD perhaps coming out soon?
I could do actually. No, that's a good idea, Jenny.
I'd love to see that because I love the big roses of polymer clay, and now I've got my poppy from Pat. I'm brooch obsessed.
Of course, now we've got the winter with all these lovely scarves and shawls. Let's do it. We'll do it.
Because everyone's asking for brooches at the moment.
Yeah. Good idea. We'll do that, Jenny.
Let's do it, Debbie. Let's go brooch-tastic.
Yeah.
And in every medium. I think it's got to happen. It's got to happen. I want to see a big floral brooch. I think that'd be gorgeous. It's always good to make sure that Debbie does things that you yourself want to wear, so you can model them throughout your life. Now, not stealing. Let's give to you. Don't forget, we will be giving away Debbie's bracelet shortly. I'm going to give to you a fanfare gemstone, Russian diopside. Now, this most certainly is a gemstone to be celebrated here at Jewellery Maker, and indeed from jewellers across the world, this really is exclusive. It really is another one of those ones that I would deem a jeweller's gemstone. A gemstone that you think you'd never ever get to work with. There's a certain Mark Smith looking at me now because I've got Russian diopside chips. Russian diopside. He's going, what is it? Because he likes it. Marky loves this. Mark's in the other room doing his workshop, and he just mouthed to me, what is it? Is it Russian? Russian diopside in chips. Yes, it is, Mark Smith. Hands off, sir. Now, we have got for you the most amazing strand. Now, this is a gemstone that can only be mined for a couple of months in the year, actually, because for the rest of the year, the road to the mine is frozen over, but worse than that, the actual mine is completely frozen over. So I think it's June, July, August, or it could be July. Yeah, I think it's June, July, August is the only time we can actually mine. Now, here's an example of a road to the Russian diopside mine. And oh, by the way, this is in mining season, as you can tell, because they're actually mining for it. Can you imagine what it's like there? Whew. Now, you think it was cold this morning. Now, at a recent trade fair in Hong Kong, now I've been to this trade centre. It takes you about 3 or 4 days just to get around it. I used to work it every year. I used to go there and I used to do what I did there. It's amazing. I tell you what, you've never seen anything like this place in your life. It's huge. Now, Hannah Oxbury goes quite often now, and she must take me with her next time. It's amazing. But literally takes days to get around there. And then you think about the world's traders go there, the world's jewellers, the world's gemologists, everybody in the jewellery world, the buyers for Tiffany and Co. Cartier, Gems TV, everybody's there. And out of all of the gemstones, the last couple back, this one was the first to sell out, because it was in such hot demand. Now, in Asia and the USA, this is one of the most popular gemstones, coloured gemstones for sure, right now. Russian diopside, we had a wonderful customer come and visit us on our stand at the NEC last year when we did it. And, oh, it was this year actually, wasn't it? Was it last year? Oh, one blends into the other. Now, she had her jewellery valued at hundreds, including this gemstones and her precious metal findings. 280 something pounds, I think it was. Brand new today, a double strand of Russian diopside in that fabulous rich green with a golden glow. AAG, P16, very popular, very busy already. Think about putting white pearls with this. Think about putting these with those gorgeous golds that you've got in your collection right now as well. This truly is a special strand, an absolute rarity to us here at JewelleryMaker. I feel privileged just to bring it to you. Are you ready? Are you mad? Are you mad? Again, are you mad? Of course, approaching half the stock's gone. Of course it has. Did you put that price tag on the website? The ox won't like it. Has Mark spotted it yet? $5.95. I'm going to mouth it to him. Let's get his attention next door. Mark, let's send him he's not going to hear that, is he? Let me send him a psychic message. There he is. See, I told you I was good at psychic messages. Guess how much this is? £5. £5 plus one. Can you believe that? Oh my God.
Look at his face. He looks absolutely gutted.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Absolutely gutted. He does.
5. Can you see him? Can you see him? Look. Look at
Mark.
Mark.
On his
look.
face. Look.
Russian diopside.
Look at his face.
Look at him. Honestly to God, look, he wanted this. He's like,
Mark face, that is.
5, yes, I know. Unbelievable, £5.95. Very, very limited amounts of this left. Mark's running to the phone now. He's like, get me on that phone now. Unbelievable, £5.95. Craziness. This is Russian diopside. Oof. I don't know what to say to you, Kirsty. Rather you than me, love. You're totes amazeballs, man. Oh, so I could actually have Russian diopside candle bases now. I like the idea of this. This look amazing with the My Miller. Oh my gosh, they're going to look amazing if you twist it in the tiara twister technique, aren't they? Ooh la la is all I can say. Goodness me. Now we have to move forward because we've got so much to get through and not enough time. It's got to be said. Now, we're going to give to you an opportunity to win Debbie Bolford's charm bracelet. If you love Debbie Bolford's jewellery, now you will automatically be drawn into, will automatically get the chance, if you buy this bundle, to win this. Now, a big thank you to us. We've sold out of every polymer clay bundle today so far, and I'm sure this won't be an exception. Now, we're going to give to you, or Debbie's given to you, quite wonderfully, the opportunity to win this. Now, anybody who buys this bundle will be automatically entered into the draw. Somebody will open up their package and see Debbie's piece of jewellery. If you want the chance, get on the phone lines now. I'm going to give to you, this is for the last technique on the DVD. You're going to get the blue translucent. That's one of Debbie's all-time favourites. You're going to get the white. You're going to get the white translucent. Debbie will talk to us in a minute about why the translucents are so wonderful. You've got Cass's magical hand. There you've got the magenta pearl, the green, peacock pearl. This is obviously my brand new favourite. I read that and went, did I see peacock, or am I just too obsessed? Isn't that amazing? I love that. I love it. Peacock pearl, love it. Anyone who wants to give me a polymer clay peacock, it will be gratefully received. You have got your pearl, and you've this amazing, the yellow translucent. Debbie, talk to me about translucents and the last project on the DVD as well, in fact.
Okay, the translucent clay can be used to make jewellery that looks like almost like the old-fashioned Bakelite. You know, it's like a waxy sort of finish to it.
Yes.
Not quite see-through, slightly opaque and quite milky coloured. Do you know what I mean? But you can make some really delicate jewellery, some beautiful delicate jewellery, and mix a pea size, literally tiny weeny petit pois size of each colour into a quarter block of translucent clay, and you'll get the most beautiful shade.
Just got the most amazing accents in here, haven't you?
Stunning, absolutely stunning. I love it.
Now, you've also got, for the stamens of the flowers, sterling silver head pins. Forgot the word for head pin then, the word I probably say more than any other word at all, apart from dinner. Now, you've got these wonderful head pins. You are going to be, they are sterling silver. They work to become the stamen of your flower, which is in the last project of Debbie's DVD. How do we create that stamen of the flower with a head pin, Debbie?
You just cut the bottom of the head pin off, and the little ball becomes the stamen of the flower. You just push it into the clay. And
you can bake with it like that,
can you? Of course you can, yeah.
Because it's silver.
Absolutely, yeah.
So your chance to win Debbie's incredible bracelet. All of these wonderful, wonderful colours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colours, plus your solid sterling silver head pins, all for a ridiculous price. Like, there are so many of you on the phones like right now. I think this is going to be our most popular deal of the day so far. You will get the chance to win Debbie's charm bracelet. If you buy this pack, you'll be automatically entered into that draw. YJGC10 is your item code. $15.95 with the sterling silver. Half the stock has already gone before I even give you your price tag to the website. So everybody right now on the phone lines buzzing mad for these. Maybe you want to buy yourself two and get double the chance to win Debbie's bracelet. That's something you could do. Think about that. Well done to those that are on the phone lines for $15.95. I'll walk you through the colours once more. You have got the translucent blue. Love that colour. And it looks so bright, but the translucent gives it, well, that sort of waxy look as well. You've got the white. You've got the translucent white here. You have got your magenta pearl, which has got that pearlization on it. You've got your translucent green. Oh, I do love the peacock pearl. That's wonderful. You have got your pearl, your natural pearl, and you've got your translucent yellow. So you've got all these wonderful colours. You've also got your head pins. You get 20 of those. They're 40 mil, and you need those to make your stamens of the flowers. Don't forget, if you want Debbie's Millefleury DVD, it's £4.45 today. We gave you the code for that a little earlier on in the show, but it is available on the website as well if you want to go and check that out. It's JewelleryMaker.com. Don't forget, when you're shopping with us today, you're going to enjoy the benefit of that extended money-back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year, 2014, which is just mind-blowing, isn't it? Are there any high street shops doing that? I've never seen it. Look at what you can create with Debbie's Millefleury DVD. To say these techniques are mind-blowing is an absolute understatement. You saw the translucent being used, and you can see the translucent here in the white, and that yellow translucent that I'm giving you right now in the pack too. This is all Millefleury. Oh my goodness, great. Oh my gosh, Debbie, mind-blowing is
Beautiful.
the only word that I can.
This is pretty.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I think it's just the best thing. Right, less than 20. I never realised that intricate, that flower that you just did has blown my mind. We got to see it again. We got to see it again. I want to see it 100 times and more. Look at this. Look. Oh my gosh. Look. It's the one it ends on with the texture on the petals. Oh, is that hard to do? Oh
no. We did it yesterday in the workshop, the Millefleury workshop. That's what we usually do in the afternoon. That flower, and that's why you need the little head pins for the centre.
I'm absolutely blown away. I'm blown away, and that's on the DVD.
Yep.
Can I take Deborah's DVD home with me, please? Thank you. $15.95. I need to do this. I need to do that. That flower was, a brooch like that,
really
Debbie.
Pretty, really pretty actually. And when you come on the workshop, you learn different things to do with the translucent as well, not just that one flower. But they do look so delicate.
I'm happy as Larry just thinking about it. I think anybody who starts to create with polymer clay and thinks they could do this, I promise you, Debbie Bolford is one of the best teachers for being so patient, and so nothing's rushed, everything's nice and at a lovely pace, and she's just wonderful at it. So definitely pick up your DVD today. Now already lots of you on the phone lines, we're in single figures of this. Now don't forget, if you have bought this, you are automatically eligible to go in for a chance to win Debbie's bracelet that Debbie created, and it is this very bracelet, and I'm extremely jealous. Extremely jealous of you. Let us know if it's you that gets yours. Right. Whew. I'm just in a real creative phase of I want to do that Millefleury now, kind of, you know how you just get excited. Perhaps you did go to the NEC last week and you're just like in that mode now. Now we're going to give to you. Gosh, you did get loads of head pins there as well, didn't you? Marquee shape always appeals to me, and it's going to especially appeal to you today if you're thinking about Millefleury, because you can incorporate your Millefleury flowers with your gemstone flowers. You could perhaps do little alternations of each one. They're also great in earrings. They're also wonderful as just a pendant, actually, I think. Marquee shaped gemstones are super easy to work with when they're drilled at the top. And I'm just talking to you about that flower. Just grab 5 petals, string them on some monofilament, pull them together in a circle and knot, and there's your flower. Debbie, Marquee gemstones, are they something that you like to use often?
Yes, I do actually. They look really pretty. I think around this time of year as well, people want something a little bit more showy.
Yeah.
So they will use that even in tiaras. They look fabulous. But again, either just as a little drop earring. I personally, thinking about the brooch thing that you were talking about, you could make a fabulous flower, a two-tier flower on a brooch would look fabulous with that.
Yeah, we're very inspired today.
We are, aren't we?
We're gonna, please, can we do a brooch DVD? That would be wonderful. Debbie, we're doing it together, kid.
Yes.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 on your strand. That's lots. Think about the fact that you can make earrings in a cascader. And these actually look very nice with the small scale mail because of the shape.
Yes.
They look great against that. I do think these all make lovely charms as well. If you were thinking about doing chainmail bracelets and things like that, I think there's a good opportunity here for you as well. PGG P13 is your item code. You've got your white shell top drilled marquee shaped gemstones. They're brand new. You've not seen them before, and they're going to you at a wonderful £7. New strand, £7.95. We are definitely giving, it's Christmas come early. This is going to complement your polymer clay so well today. And just think about what else you're doing in your designs as well. Doing a nice weave with these. Maybe you're creating snowflakes for the Christmas tree. I think these would look wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. And they're going to go gorgeously with that pyrite, aren't they? Those winter whites and the gorgeous golds together are going to look awesome. And then I actually think they'll go really well with the diopside because the white's going to show up strikingly well. Because you've got such a striking colour there, you're going to need another striking colour to really make a powerful impact. And most certainly the white shell does that, doesn't it? Think about the earring backs that you bought. Oh, I've got the wrong one. Silly me, I've left the diopside on my hand and looked at it and went, that's the wrong colour. I tricked my own self. £7.95, so way up. Is your price tag? You've got absolutely stacks of these. Gosh, it's so lovely to have your company today. Thank you so much for your interaction. I'm sorry that we didn't get to read everything out today. I'm hoping that we have commented on things that you've asked for. Now we're going to give you a rewind on Deborah's challenge. Now, what have I done with those though?
I think I had them actually. I think they only had one set of them.
Oh, you did, didn't you? You did. I want to know which lucky lady gets to win that polymer clay bracelet. What a lovely prize. Is the polymer clay, is it sold out, has it? I think it may have gone and sold out. Well, I'm just going to... Now, remember, if you wanted the Lisa Pawelka stamps, they're £1.95. And have we got any of those left? At all? I've got them here. Of course I have, I'm taking these home with me. So you got your Lisa Pawelka transfers. Now you've got 4 different genres here, but they're all vintage, but they all fall under different categories of vintage. They smell good. I love smelling things, don't I? I love smelling newspapers, the hot press, and it makes me think about how they print them and stuff. I'm so strange, I know I am. I know. So you've got the 4 different genres. You've got the Art Deco, you've got the portraits, so the photographs. So have a look at that, I love this. You've got family portraits. It's wonderful, isn't it? Then I'm going to give to you, the romantic and the travel. Now these are transfers, much like the ones you buy for your kids and you press them on the skin. We should have told Ben about that because Ben's had a steampunk tattoo, everybody. Oh. You've seen it, watch faces all over his arms. And it's real. So you've got all of these for £1.95. I've got to let you know, we have such small quantities of these left. They're only £1.95. They're real transfers. I just think they're amazing, and you can use them with your polymer clay. And there's full instructions with regard to the polymer clay usage and these wonderful transfers within the Lisa Pawelka collection that you will get through your door. Full instructions, so please don't worry that you don't need. I absolutely love these. Are you ready for me, Lady B?
I am indeed.
Then I shall come on over. Now, very limited quantities of those, and in fact, most of our, as the last polymer clay bundle, all of our polymer clay bundles have now gone and sold out. Thank you so much for staying on board with us today and enjoying polymer clay as much as I do and as much as Debbie does. In fact, we all love polymer clay.
We do.
Oh gosh, how did you make this much?
I don't know really. I don't know how it comes. I don't know how it just appears.
Oh, Debbie, I love this tassel. I love these.
Isn't it gorgeous?
This is beautiful, and this is exactly what I would do. Just a lovely, lovely piece with, I mean, that cord is right, I think, because it's, again, rustic.
Cord, yes,
my rustic
right.
theme of the day. The hemp cord is right for that, isn't it? Love how you've done the jump rings there with the loop. I think that looks awesome. Have a look. So can you see this? Sorry, Debs.
It's okay.
That's what I mean. It makes it more sort of
yeah, it just pulls the cords together as well when you put the jump rings around.
Is this just a simple stretchy?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about with that lovely jumper. Perfect.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would actually, if I was at home, put 2 strands of elastic through that because they're quite heavy gemstones.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
And probably put a couple more gemstones on, but I just ran out of time. But there you go, but it looks lovely with the rose gold.
You see these for sale for a lot of money. Agate is expensive at the moment, and I've been really researching it, a lot. Now the use of chain, you had to really put a lot of that, the antique.
I love that.
Oh yeah, I do. It's the antique finish to them. Oh, I just think it's fantastic. And I love what you've done with this one. There's kind of a tiering. It's a little bit asymmetric, isn't it, I guess?
And I've just wrapped the chain around the memory wire.
Oh, is that how you did it?
Yeah, just wrapped it around.
So you've just used a little bit of memory wire, haven't you?
Yep, just a tiny bit and then just wrapped it. And then that is my favourite. I love those.
Then you've got this tassel.
I do like that.
I love it.
That I would wear all the time.
I just think it's that lovely texture. I'm just going to get my hand behind that. Oh,
look at the sparkle on that.
That's what I'm all about.
Wow. That is amazing.
It's all about the cut, isn't it?
Absolutely. And then the one is way out of my comfort zone, but I thought I'd have a go with wire.
Good. Do you know what? It's amazing. I just totally forgot you don't do lots of wire work.
I never get wire in my kits, you said, but I do like having a play. I quite like that.
Oh, up.
Quite like that.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. So you enjoyed your challenge today?
I did, thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've still got plenty left actually, because I could make a couple, 2 or 3 more bracelets and things.
You could make quite a bit more, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You've got lots of texture left there, but that then goes into your stash, comes out another day, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Now, everything that Debbie used today, £18.95 now. On Sunday, now yesterday I said to you we were launching Rachel Norris's DVD, which caused Rachel Norris to panic. And I'm sorry I had to go straight away in the car, Rachel Norris, which is why I didn't reply to you properly. But she was like, stop, it's not ready yet. I'm so sorry, my darling Norinator. Now, Rachel Norris says, I just love that lady. Her DVD has sold out. We're relaunching it on Sunday. We will have stock. We have got wire bundles. It's all about Rachel Norris on Sunday, so tune in on Sunday for that. On Wednesday, we've got Liz coming in, dual enamel and friendly plastic. Thursday, silver clay, metal clay for Natalia. I think that's in the afternoon, not in the morning though. Natalia told me yesterday she wasn't doing any morning shows anymore. So it's not, I think it's in the afternoon. Now, we'll talk about that later. So, Debbie, talking about masterclass and things like that, when can I get involved in one of your Flory ones?
Every month I do a sort of a chainmail and basic polymer clay, and then probably a project one, which some is Millefiori, some are Makumigane. If you contact the office and speak to Wendy is that on the main number, main number at the bottom of the screen, and ask about the workshops, they'll be able to tell you when, because at the moment they're redoing the dates, so I'm sure she'll be able to post them on the website very soon.
So get involved and ask it's wonderful to come through on one of our workshops. It's just brilliant to get the knowledge and to have the person there going, oh no, it's that you're doing wrong, and you're like, could be the smallest thing.
New workshops next year as well, doing projects as well, so it's not all the same.
Now we've got the wonderful Fee joining you at 1 o'clock with a brand new guest designer. Loads and loads in store for you at 1. I'm not even sure what. Fee, what's the key word for 1 o'clock?
Metallic magic.
Wire and metallic magic. That's 3 words.
I like that. Yeah. I like metallic magic.
So tune in for the gorgeous Fee and a brand new guest designer for you in just a moment. We have so loved having your company here today. Big thanks as always to the wonderfully inspiring Debbie Balfour. Don't forget it's on the Wall of Fame when you've done all your wonderful polymer clay. We'll see you later.